breaking news or whatever. They're on another one. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, emergency Zoom film at 11. Same five goons, same deranged obsession. This changes everything. Bro, it's page 47 of emotion they skin while half watching Yellowstone. Gang, gang, squinting at 8-point font like detectives. Zoom so far and the pixels are screaming for mercy. Look at this, timestamps 2020, 22, my God. But they're yelling it like they just cracked Watergate. High five. Mike's been muted for 20 minutes, still barking. Circular logic, so a lot of time to seem impressive. Trust the plan, this is massive. Nah, fam, it's boilerplate and it's mid at best. Gang, gang. Self-appointed outrage squad patting each other like they personally ended corruption. Gang. Dropping bombshell tea that's been sitting in pieces since breakfast. Gang, gang. Moral high ground speed run, they'll flip the script the second it's convenient. Gang. Same PowerPoint presentation, new day, same brain dead narration. Gang, gang. We're not obsessed, we're just passionate. 3-hour living yesterday's hoodie, passion in my ass. Why is he even breathing right now? Says the guy refreshing notifications every 14 seconds. Gang, gang. Playing lawyer on God mode, reading comprehension. Stuck in elementary, confidence in the stratosphere, case dismissed. They're screaming to the void, motion still pending but go off I guess.
Disagree? Obviously a paid shill. Actually read the filing, deep state plan. Laugh at them, you're clearly compromised too. Exist in the same zip code, suspicious behavior. Notify the group chat. Gang, 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 gang.
Tighter circle, smaller brain.
Gang, gang.
Echo chamber finally running out of oxygen. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, acting the actual judge like it's group chat. Replay all meltdowns, labeled just asking questions. Got warned by the core once, that was a suggestion. Still yeeted the same dumb screed like it's strictly trash talk. Gang, gang, we're above all this drama. While screenshotting, they on meltdown for content. Preaching peace and love while actively baiting bears. And fake shock when the bear finally bites back. How could this happen?
Gang, gang.
Synchronized tantrum hours. 5 tabs open, all the same screenshot. Different zoom levels, gang, gang. Premature victory lap over legal language, still can't pause.
Gang, gang.
Standing 10 toes on business until tomorrow's filing, send them scrambling again.
Gang, gang.
Hype the claim to the moon, then ghost the chat when it ages like milk. Gang, gang.
Gang, 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 gang. Gang, gang.
Refresh, refresh. Gang, gang.
Gang, gang, gang.
See y'all same time tomorrow.
Gang, gang.
Don't be late.
That's because I'm muted. Yeah, I had it muted. How are you doing? We'll try that again. We are back. Going back to Tug. At least his volume works. Good to see you, Razzle. But you're not going to want to miss this one. Oh my gosh. We've got something good for you tonight. We are going to watch the Afro Man trial up to where we've got it. And we also have a little bit of something I thought was appropriate for the evening. Might as well play it.
I was gonna go to trial, but then I got high. I was gonna tell the truth in court, but then I got high. Now I'm sitting at home, broke and fried, blaming the plaintiff for my own lies. Yeah, my whole case died because I got high. 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 I was gonna help my client win, but then I hit the pipe. Said I show up and do my job, but then I hit the pipe. Now I'm emailing threats, paranoid and dumb, saying don't look at me, it's everybody else's bum. I'm puffing devil's letters till my brain feels numb. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got fried, because I'm just that guy. Could have been a lawyer, could have been sharp and spree, but I lit that bowl, now I'm high on my own supply. Yeah, I'm losing my life because I got high. I was gonna file my motion right, but then I rolled a J. Said I'd stand up for my claims, but I toked it all away. Now I'm ghosting the court, begging for delay. Told the judge, hey man, I'm just to blaze. Got my fans all praying while I puff and play. Because I got high. Because I got high. You ever meet a lawyer who needs a smoke break every 15 minutes? Can't pick a jury, can't read the rules, but he can sure roll a blunt the size of his ethics. I was gonna tell my followers the truth, but then I hit the bomb. Planned to drop receipts and facts, but the stash was way too strong. Now I'm pitching GoFundMe's, claiming I'm broke, selling sob stories while I toke and choke, spinning tall tales, what a sorry joke. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I can't deny I'm just that grifting guy. Could've touched some grass, but I'd rather lie. Hit the devil's lettuce, now I'm too damn fried. Yeah, my brain cells died. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. I was gonna build my case on facts, but then I sparked that green. Instead I'm on YouTube begging for cash, calling Jeremy mean. Now I'm stuck in a hate group full of clowns, circle jerking screenshots, spinning them rounds, fucking my credibility into the ground. Because I got high. Because I got high. Could've been sober, could've been smart, could've known the law, but nah, I hit that blunt and blame my failure on the other guy. It wasn't the weed though, nah. It was the grift, it was the scam, it was the lies, it was the hate. And just maybe, it was the fact that I ain't worth a damn. Worth a damn. Because I got high. 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 Because I got high
Time for Mo's favorite game, Skunk or Chronic. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, we're going to get this thing fired off pretty quick. Ah, yes, it is the rapper AFROMAN'S trial, and there is nothing more interesting right now to me, that is, than watching this shit show unravel, because it is quite one of those. Trust me on it. It is quite one of those. A few new songs missing. Patrick's Day Challenge was a bust. Oh, that sucks. You know, I did come up with a St. Patty's Day song for Gang Gang, but maybe we'll play that later tonight. We do have an option up there. If we hit the super chat amount, you know, it's I think 20 in 2 hours, then we will slap up there a video. Ooh, it's gonna be spicy. So I hope you're ready for it. If you aren't, well, we'll just have to see. All right, let's get this show on the road. I've got it. Hopefully I've got it set to run. Yeah, it's running at 1.5 speed. So we're speed running this thing. So it may sound like they're talking faster, but it'll get the point.
All of these posts, Mr. Foreman knew they were untrue. And that's the actual malice that you heard about. He doesn't have to hate people. He doesn't have to anything else. If he knows they weren't true, that's actual malice. For public officials, he can't do that, and he did. Now,
I'm pretty sure he
these
can.
deputies asked the defendant years ago to stop these posts, to take them down. He didn't. He ramped them up. Freedom of speech. I can say what I want.
That's true. He can.
You'll see what they are before the trial's over. Now, I'm going to ask you to come back with me to the summer of 2022. Adams County, here in West Union.
Good to see
Here
you.
in this courthouse, the sheriff's office downstairs. There's a group of deputy sheriffs, several of them. A lot of them were raised here in Adams County, lived almost all their lives here.
So
A lot of them have had their whole law enforcement careers here in Adams County. Some of them left Adams County for a while, but came back home here to be with the people that they know and know them. Some of them could have gone to
Alright.
the city, to Cincinnati or Columbus or somewhere else, made more money, but they stayed here in Adams County to be law enforcement officers, deputy sheriffs. They have
Okay,
wives,
that
spouses,
means-
husbands,
means
children,
what?
go to Adams County schools. This is where their lives are. 7 of those deputy sheriffs are here today. There's Randy Walters there on the left.
Okay.
Mike Eastep beside him. Lisa Phillips beside him. Sean Grooms beside him. Justin Cooley beside him. Detective Brian Newland beside him. And
That means
Sean Cooley, Justin's father, beside him.
wow.
What brought them together was some information that Brian Newland came across in the summer of 2022. Some information that caused him to have to do something. So he typed up a search warrant and he took it to a local judge. The local judge looked at
Okay.
it, approved it, signed the search warrant, and Detective Newland started gathering deputy sheriffs to help execute this search warrant, and it was a search of defendant Foreman's property out on Russellville Road here in Adams County.
What the hell?
Detective Newland will tell you that any
Any
search like this is potentially dangerous. So
Thank you, Wes. And what we'll do is whenever we hit that 2-hour mark, we'll see where we're at.
you like to have as many people as you can. The deputies had guns, of course. A couple of them had rifles, which is normal protocol in a situation like this.
All true.
And there were about 10 of them altogether who were gathered to execute this search warrant in August of 2022.
So what was in the search warrant? That's the question. What was in the search warrant? Because, if it's just a simple, simple search warrant, then, two officers could have shown up. This sounds more like, a swatting.
And these 7 were some of those deputies. The evidence is going to show that they approached, the evidence will show, first of all, none of these deputies had any idea when they woke up that morning that they were going to be executing a search warrant. None of them had any idea.
Well, none usually don't. It's going to happen. You're going to get up that morning. You're going to we got a search warrant. We're going to go execute. Okay, let's gear up, and then they go.
That by doing their duties that day, their lives would be turned upside down. That evening, they approached the premises, spread out the way they had it planned. They knocked on the door, no answer. Tried the doors were locked, doors were secured. They ended up gaining entry with a battering ram, had to knock the door down. Again, that's procedure that happens in executing.
So what if he wasn't home? What if he was asleep? Well, I mean, what was the hours that they were waking him up? I mean, come on. One will be, oh yeah, this is ridiculous. I mean, he's skipping over a bunch of stuff here. The CI told them trafficking in drugs.
Warrants,
Yeah.
when that's the way you need to get in. Nobody was home.
Yeah.
Mr. Foreman wasn't home. He was away in Chicago doing a show. The deputies searched the house.
Well,
They found
geez.
a small amount of marijuana.
So they busted down his door, searched his home.
They found a significant amount of cash. They seized the marijuana. They seized the cash. That's what they do. And that was pretty much it. No evidence of a major crime was found. And so what happened was, after a while, the local sheriff ordered that, decided there's not going to be any charges filed here, and so he ordered the cash to be returned. It was over $4,000 total cash found in some of Mr. Foreman's clothing and another place in his house.
Yeah, try to spin, buddy. Try to
Shortly
spin.
shortly after the cash was returned to Mr. Foreman, he began claiming on the internet.
Well, and that I'm sure we're going to find out in this trial. We're going to see. I am watching this just the same as you, just like I was a jury. I don't know any of the background on this other than he got broken in. He got his door broken down. They came in. They took some stuff, and then they returned the stuff except for he ravaged a limit bound. Might be. I don't know. I'm following all of this just the same as you. We'll see.
At every place he could that the sheriff's deputies had stolen $400 from his money, hadn't returned it.
Yeah.
You're going to hear
Okay.
the evidence about that, and we're going to demonstrate to you that that's not true and that he knew it wasn't true. There was an independent investigation done by Claremont County, but that didn't keep him from continuing to declare that Brian Newland in particular and the rest of these deputies are thieves. Okay, that's just the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Then he went beyond calling these deputies thieves. As I've indicated to you, he called Brian Newland a pedophile. Not called him, he posted it, published it all over the internet in various posts. He found a photo of Detective Newland from a Shop with a Cop event that Mr. Newland attended with little kids, disadvantaged kids, kids in the community, shop with a cop, get them to know law enforcement. Mr. Foreman found a photo of Brian Newland holding one of these children that he worked with. And Mr. Foreman blocked out the face and put a smiley face on it and posted this picture of Brian Newland, and it says, Brian Newland is a pedophile. Watch your kids around this man. He likes to fondle little boys' testicles. Posted it all over the internet, not once, not twice, many, many times, seen thousands of times by people.
That's pretty bad.
People in the community started making comments to Detective Newland. His daughter came home from school crying because some kids had called their dad a pedophile. He used to coach cross-country teams. Some of the kids on his cross-country team started calling him a thief and a pedophile. He'll testify, he'll tell you that his daughters used to have kids over all the time. They like to hang out at his house and do things. After all this started, that stopped happening. Like, kids didn't come over. Finally, Detective Newland felt like he couldn't continue to work in Adams County anymore. Adams County was his dream job. He started here as a deputy, worked his way up to detective. This is where he wanted to spend his career, but things soured out. He couldn't stand working here anymore. He resigned his job from the Adams County Sheriff's Department and went to Cincinnati and now works for the Norwood Police Department. He commutes, drives every day because he felt like he can't work here anymore. Now, Mr. Foreman, as I indicated a moment ago, saved his most severe attacks for Lisa Phillips.
Severe.
Lisa Phillips worked as a resource officer in the Adams County schools for 18 years. She used to greet the children, including Mr. Foreman's children, when they were dropped off at school in the morning. Said hello to them, made them feel welcome. Mr. Foreman posted that Lisa Phillips likes to have sex with other women. He used other words. She ate my ex-wife just like pizza. Pussy, 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 eating, blah, 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 over and over, thousands of times on the internet. People saw it, people laughed, people from out of state. But people here in Adams County would sometimes yell at her when they saw her. Hey, Lisa Lick'em-Low Phillips. That was his nickname for her. Over and over. This has been going on for like almost 3 years now, folks. And it's taken a heavy toll on her.
Oh.
Her child came home from school crying, saying, because the kids were saying, did your mom have a sex change? Because of what they saw that he had posted. We asked him to stop. He doubled down.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge. She's out on call doing her duty. Someone yells at her, hey, Lisa Lick'em-Low calls her a thief. She's had to miss days of work because of the emotional upset. Her doctor has her on medication. Because of this, because of lies.
There was no reason for them
Just
to
Friday
break
on
into
the
his
eve of
house.
trial, he published the most egregious thing you can imagine. I don't know if any of you have seen it. I think you will in this trial. It's basically pornography about Lisa Phillips. Mr. Foreman also targeted Deputy Randy Walters for special treatment. In several videos seen by thousands of people, Mr. Foreman declares, I used to fuck his wife. I used to fuck his wife doggy style. His daughter came home upset because the kids at school were saying, hey, is Afro Man your father? We asked him to stop. He didn't. He's still published. There's new videos today.
He doesn't have
in
to.
your face. I'm going to do what I want.
Yeah.
Justin Cooley was targeted by Mr. Foreman as a thief. Sean Cooley, Mike Eastep, and Sean Grooms all suffered by being called a thief. They're sheriffs. They go to people's houses to do things. Hey, you're going to steal my money too? Their reputations get damaged. It's harder for them to do their jobs. You'll hear all the evidence. That's what this case is about in terms of the facts.
Well, the question is, did they steal his money? I mean, they broke down his door. They took things that was not theirs. And then they decided, oh, we don't have anything, and then didn't return everything. Sounds to me like he's got every reason to be a little hateful and spiteful. Sounds to me like they were harassing him, and he said, well, I've got no recourse. So he did the only thing that the rest of us would do if we have the ability. We publish our recourse. We take our recourse out on our anger, on what people have done and bad mouthed us because, you know, they accused him of being drug trafficking. They accused him of all kinds of things. And all of a sudden, you know, and he has no recourse. Why? Because they have immunity. They have immunity from recourse. So damn. Screw them.
At the end of the case, you'll have to decide if Mr. Foreman should be held responsible for what he's done. That's what the case is about. Should he be held responsible? I indicated during our jury selection process the kind of damages we're going to be asking for, the non-economic, the value damages. You'll hear all the evidence. You'll have to decide, how bad was this? I think you're going to decide it wasn't just a little minor, you know, said something bad about you. It was about as bad as you can imagine for these deputies.
What about him?
Reputation, pain and suffering, humiliation, personal embarrassment, loss of reputation, all that stuff. You're going to have to put a value on.
Embarrassment is not against the law.
And I will tell you this. As I said earlier, I'll try to help give some guidance. You can reject it or not, because it's your choice. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be asking you for a number for all these people that is in the 7 figures. That's how serious we take this.
Well, that
There's
doesn't
also
mean
a punitive damages
that's what
element
you're going
that
to
may
get.
go to you depending on what the judge decides. And that's going to be another decision you'll have to make based on how bad you think this is and what this conduct deserves that's been done to these people. At the end of the day, it's about what's legal, what's moral, what needs to be done to make up in some way for what's been done to these deputies that have spent their careers defending this community and living.
I'm sure that they have. And, you know, they also broke down his door, took his shit, and you know, ate his pound cake. I mean, if nothing else, eating a pound cake, I mean, come on. I'd be a little pissed off too.
In this community. That's all I have. Thank you.
This is Mr. Osborne.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to reintroduce myself. My name is David Osborne, Jr. I represent Joseph Foreman. He does go by the stage name AFROMAN. And I want to thank you for your service today. This is not going to be an easy case. This is going to take a week of dedication of you to go through. Not an easy thing to ask, but something we appreciate you are willing to do. This case is about the freedom of speech protections contained within the First Amendment of the United States and the Ohio Constitution. It is about an American citizen's right to make public comments about the actions of public officials, actions that took place in his own home. Actions that took place within his home were part of his artistic, creative expressions. And Americans maintain a right to criticize, to mock public officials.
Yes, they
and
are.
that includes law enforcement officers.
They are all public officials, lest they forget this. They should have at least offered to pay for repairs to his house. They should have paid for repairs to his house. They should have paid him all of his money back. They should have even brought him a pound cake and, you know, been very apologetic. But they treated him pretty damn bad. And, you know, you got under somebody's nerves, and he, instead of going out and doing anything harmful to them physically, he did what the rest of us would do.
On August 21st of 2022, Detective Brian Newland drafted a search warrant. That search warrant was based upon an interview conducted with a confidential informant. That confidential informant gave Mr. Newland information. He put it in a search warrant, and then he went and he saw Judge Roy Gabbard, and Roy signed it. From there, they went to execute that very same day. Officers from the Adams County Sheriff's Office, 7 of the 10, descended upon Mr. Foreman's residence with a hastily prepared search warrant. For a man who's famous for a song that said, "I got high," the amount of force used was excessive, to say the least. After all, based on the song, a bag of Doritos would have been enough to take him out. But they deemed it necessary to not only go to his residence with assault rifles, body armor, and even a riot shield to execute their search warrant. And all that led to a destructive search of Mr. Foreman's residence. Deputies searched Mr. Foreman's home, every one of his outbuildings, behind the couch, under the hood of a car. And you know what they found? A couple little joints, which, let's face it, because I got high, that was expected. And then they found cash. His cash, not theirs. His. They seized all that. It was cataloged, returned to the office.
Nope, nobody was there. They went into his home whenever he wasn't there. Mm-hmm.
Brian Newland. Newland then does what's required by law. After you search, you have to return a thing to the court that says every single thing you seized, a return on your search warrant to tell the court what you took. In that, he puts a number for the amount of cash that was there. Now, Mr. Foreman, well, let me back up, because there's something I forgot during the search. For a search for marijuana, or whatever was in the search warrant, we'll introduce that later, they disconnected his security camera system. He has a security camera system in the house. He's had break-ins before. Most Americans, he has a security camera system. Yet in the middle of their search, they disconnect it. They say it's going to be because they want to take it for evidence. But you know where that evidence ended up? On the couch over there. Just disconnect it and leave it there. Now, what precipitated next is the primary focus of the lawsuit. Mr. Foreman did what he's done through his entire career. He took his life experiences and turned them into music, social commentary, and artistic expression. After all, one only need to look at the song, Because I Got High. The lyrics are there. I was going to clean my room because I got high. He was rapping about his life then, and his posts are talking about his life and his experiences.
Yeah.
During the search of Mr. Foreman's home, deputies' actions during the search was captured in two places. One, the security system in Mr. Foreman. Joe's security system was active until they cut it. You also have body camera footage. Now, we don't have body camera footage for all 10. Not everybody was wearing body camera, but the officers that did, there is body cam footage. And he used this footage from both those locations to make his music videos. He posted them on social media, like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and even TikTok. The plaintiffs decided they did not like what Joe had to say about him, or how they portrayed him, or how he used the footage of their behavior as their job as law enforcement officers, as public officials.
As public officials.
Their response was to sue him in order to silence his freedom of speech, threaten his livelihood. After all, have you ever heard of a law enforcement officer suing a person for making a social commentary on him? Or have you ever heard of an officer suing anybody because someone said they didn't like what they had to say? Officers deal with it all the time. I dealt with it during my election. You don't sue people. You respect the freedom of this country and move on. Because, let's face it, if we don't have freedom of speech, what else is there? 250 years ago, the founders of this great country wanted to limit the government's involvement and what government officials had power over to say. And that's why we have the freedom of speech we have today. Before we get to the evidence, I want you to understand this case started with a number of claims. Of them, 2 were dismissed by the court.
Do not go there. Do not.
Oh, man. Yeah, there were a whole bunch of claims that were brought against him, and then 2 of them were dismissed, from what I understand. And the judge told him, don't go there, don't go there.
Not go there. You know, and I know the jury doesn't need to know what's not there. I'm not hiding the ball. Claims filter out like they should. I gave you instructions, and you don't need to get distracted about what's not in front of you. Mr. Klingler talked about punitive damages, maybe, but you don't need to know that because we're not there. I'll tell you that if you need to know it later. There's a lot of things this case is not about. So he doesn't get to talk about what it's not about. It's only what it is about. Go ahead.
Think Angel.
I have to adjust my evidence slightly.
Thanks, Dan. I appreciate
It should be noted that public officials, such as these gentlemen and Ms. Phillips over here, are held to a higher standard than an ordinary person. They're public officials. They are expected to be criticized and mocked. The evidence will indicate that Mr. Foreman created songs with titles like Will You Repair My Door? Lemon Pound Cake. These songs went viral, yes. People connected with the message and understood what Joe was trying to say. The videos and songs resonated with the public because they address something that people care deeply about as Americans, and that is how law enforcement officers conduct themselves.
Yes, it is.
Joe also made statements on social media about the search and the officers involved. Some of these statements were openly critical and expressed Joe's opinions
Yep.
about what happened. Statements about missing money. And he used some strong language, some exaggerated language. We call it hyperbolic language, to present his message and his opinion. But all these statements were a matter of public concern as well as statements about his personal opinions. The experience of law enforcement officers executing a destructive search warrant is well beyond question, as it is a matter of public concern. The plaintiffs are going to point to specific statements that Joe made. They're going to claim these statements are defamatory. They are going to attempt to remove them from their context. Statements aren't in a vacuum. There's context. If you get called a name, if my wife yells at me, there's probably context to it. That context is what we're going to show you. Because if you look at those statements in isolation and simply ignore the conduct that sparked them, you can't understand really what was going on. You'll be asked to forget much of that context of the statements. At least not the, I should say the least of it is that the plaintiffs are public officials and the public has a right to criticize them. The evidence will show that Mr. Foreman's statements fall into 3 categories. The first, many of these statements are his opinions. Opinions are not assertions of fact. They are Joe's subjective views about his encounter with these public officials and the execution of their duties. The First Amendment protects the right to express those opinions, even if they're harsh, even if they're mean, even if the person who is the subject of them hates them. They are protected. Second, many of the statements are exaggerated, rhetorical exaggeration, as you might expect from a musician. After all, if you didn't have Because You Got High, if I said I just didn't want to clean my room, no one would have bought that song. You have to exaggerate something. You'll see he used colorful language, sarcasm, and satire. No reasonable person would have understood these statements to be literal assertions of fact. For example, Mr. Foreman created nicknames and made comparisons to cartoon characters. No reasonable person would understand those as a literal assertion of fact. That is a rhetorical satire flourish. That has always been part of our social and political commentary in this country.
The judge was talking to him. The judge told him not to go there because those are facts that have already been decided. Part of it's been dismissed. Two other charges in the case had been dismissed from what was originally brought. They narrowed it down, and him bringing it up, he didn't want them even considering it at all. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. See, yeah, Jack, we sure don't want anyone to see them break the law. That's right. That's right.
After all, pick up the newspaper, you're going to see a political cartoon making fun of somebody. Watch Saturday Night Live. They make fun of people all the time. They even make fun of Joe. It just happens. It's part of our freedom of speech and also Mr. Foreman's artistic expression. The third is the extent that any of the statements assert facts. They relate to matters of public concern. Matters of public concern are exempted. These statements address how the search was conducted, what actions were taken, and how Mr. Foreman experienced this as a homeowner with these people executing their hasty search warrant. Indeed, the public's concern for such issues is reflected in the viral response that his content got. The plaintiffs bear the burden of proof in this matter, not Joe. They must carry the day. They must prove every element of their claim. Looking at the invasion of privacy due to false light is one of the claims that they're claiming. The plaintiffs must prove that Mr. Foreman portrayed them in a false light that would be highly offensive to a reasonable person. The evidence will show that he did not. He used real actual footage of them performing their duties, stuff in the public domain. Joe's statements were based entirely on his personal experience and within his county of residence, which that is something I do want to clear up. Mr. Foreman lives in Adams County, not Hamilton County. Mr. Klingler was wrong about that, so he is a resident of this county. Regarding the defamation claim, plaintiffs must prove that Mr. Foreman made false statements of fact, not his opinions. That's very important, because we all have opinions as Americans. It's one of the great things about this country is we can share our opinions whether we like them or not. Whether they like them or not, they can hear my opinions. But they must prove those statements were not opinions, because public officials, they must prove that Joe acted with actual malice, rather than just simply exercising his First Amendment right. The evidence will show they cannot meet this burden. Plaintiffs claim that Joe portrayed them in a false light, but evidence will show Joe used direct footage from security cameras. We can see what they did. They executed the search warrant. It's all on camera. There's nothing false about showing them that way. There's nothing false about Mr. Foreman having an opinion about how they did and them. However, when they executed that search warrant, that became a matter of public scrutiny. People could watch it. People could see what was done and form their own opinions. And they can share those opinions. And he has a right to create artistic expression based on those opinions, based on that content. The plaintiffs, it goes without saying that they don't like what Mr. Foreman said about him. But they don't have to. That's part of our right in this country. They don't like his commentary. They don't like his art. But the First Amendment does not protect speech that we like. It protects all speech within it. It protects commentary, criticism, especially on occasions such as this. It protects speech that I would not like. Speech I've suffered. It protects it. You may not like the speech you hear, but it's protected. Throughout this trial, you'll hear testimony and see evidence that demonstrates several key points. You will see the actual videos and social media posts Mr. Foreman created. You'll be able to judge for yourselves whether they're false, whether they're his opinions, whether they're artistic expression that is all protected. It's about the right to comment on criticize public officials without fear of retribution, without fear of getting sued. It's about the right to create artistic expressions that are matters of public concern. The plaintiffs are law enforcement officers. They perform a cardinal public function. But with that public role comes public accountability. It also comes a certain standard that you have to understand. And as public officials, they can be criticized. They may not like it, but it's allowed. Plaintiffs have the burden of proving the claims. The evidence will show they cannot meet that burden. The evidence will show that Joe's videos, posts, and commentary were artistic expression for matters of legitimate public concern, his opinions on the law enforcement officers, and how they were performing their duties. If the plaintiffs prevail in this case, what message will that send to this country if they prevail? It sends the message that if you criticize law enforcement, if you comment on how they conduct themselves, if you mock them, if you create art with them in it, they can sue you. That's not the America we live in. That's not why we have a Constitution and the First Amendment. That's not why the First Amendment is in the Constitution of the state of Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, upon the examination of the evidence at the end of this trial, I'm confident you'll conclude that Joe did nothing wrong. While the plaintiffs are unhappy, upset with what was said, he exercised a right he had, a right that every American has. He commented on matters of public concern. He created art. He did what any stand-up citizen would do. He made his voice heard to the people. At the end of this trial, I'm going to ask you to return a verdict in favor of Mr. Foreman on every one of their claims. I'll ask that you vindicate his First Amendment rights. And I'll ask that you send a message to the American people that you can criticize public officials and that we are not living in a dictatorship where if you don't like what is said, you just sue someone to shut him up. Thank you.
I was going to start calling witnesses, but I'm going to tell you what this case is not. Okay? This case is not going to be an analysis of why the magistrate issued a search warrant, or what the facts were leading to the search warrant, or the backstory of the warrant. That's the subject for criminal cases. So the fact that there's a search warrant is what this case is about, not the backstory of it. So we were people talking about criticism of the why, the whole deal. That's not relevant testimony. We're living with, there was a search warrant, nothing backstory. In this case, it's not about excessive force in entering. The court's already determined as a matter of law that it was not excessive. You'll see testimony of damage, but that's a legal standard about whether it's more than customary or expected in the realm of a search warrant. Search warrants are lawful forced entry. So you won't get, was that too much force? That's outside the realm of testimony. And I call these the third thing. This is not about vindication of the defendant or messaging to the public. That's things that happen from the political branches of government, the legislature, or the executive offices. Messaging is not what you're concerned with. That's the message the jury's sending. You're not messaging. It's all about how these facts affect these people. So when these little distractions and diversions come at you, I'm going to try to continue to narrow and keep you focused, not on the distractions, but on the issues and the law. Otherwise, you're going to ask later on, why did the judge give us instructions on messaging? Because that's not how this comes out. So I'll do this periodically along the way when things start going astray. Ready to go, Mr. Klingler?
Yes, Your Honor.
Get up.
Plaintiff calls Detective Brian Newland.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? As this, you shall answer unto God.
I do.
Thank you. You can be seated.
If it ain't, we're gonna hit
You
you.
won't expect to have your private residence address. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you introduce yourself to the jury, please?
My name is Brian Newland.
And Mr. Newland, where do you live? No street address, just generally.
I live in Adams County, Ohio.
And how long have you lived in Adams County?
From 1995 to 2010, and then from 2015 to current.
What were you doing between 2010 and 2015?
I was in the United States Army.
Honorable discharge?
Yes,
What do you do for a living?
I'm a police officer.
And when did you start in law enforcement?
I originally started in law enforcement in 2014
And what position was that?
as a deputy sheriff
Where?
at the Adams County Sheriff's Office.
And then how long were you a deputy in the Adams County Sheriff's Department?
The Adams County Sheriff's Office was my first full-time job in law enforcement, and that was from 2014 until 2023.
All right. And why did you become a deputy sheriff?
After I got out of the military, I
Because the job for Kermit the Frog was already taken.
just wanted a job that I thought would be exciting, something different, so I chose law enforcement.
Do you have family here in Adams County?
Yes,
Can you tell us who?
all my family's here, my kids, my grandparents, my mom, my brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles.
Did your children go to school in Adams County, or do they?
Yes,
You were involved in the execution of a search warrant back in August of 2022.
yes, I was.
And I want to take you back to the night of August 21st, 2022. Were you part of a team that searched Mr. Foreman's home?
Yes.
What was your role in obtaining that warrant?
I prepared the search warrant based off information I was provided, and then I met with the judge and the prosecutor at the time.
There's no
prior to
Tom
search warrant.
Motel written all over him.
And was a warrant approved?
Yes.
Like your
Can you tell us
local-
where what the subject of the search was? The property of the search.
It was the residence of Mr. Foreman. I believe the address is 1699 Russellville Road.
Okay, that's here at Adams County, correct?
Yes.
Now, were the other plaintiffs here in the courtroom, were they also deputy sheriffs or part-time deputy sheriffs that participated in that search?
Yes, they were.
I don't know. I think he was winning whenever he whenever he used this crap to monetize them. You know, he went and said, hey, they're not gonna return my money, not gonna take care of my shit. Come breaking into my house. And of course, the jury is like, oh, we don't want to hear anything. You know, we're not going to talk about whether the search warrant was valid or anything like that. That's what the judge was saying. So it was, we need legal advice. Current. Oh, boy.
And was Mr. Foreman at home during the search?
No.
Were Mr. Foreman's children present during the warrant execution?
No.
Was anyone present other than you and your fellow officers?
At the time of arrival, no.
Was anything seized or taken from Mr. Foreman's home?
Yes, there was some money and a small amount of marijuana and some miscellaneous drug paraphernalia.
Why was the cash taken?
It's common with any type of drug seizure. We seize the money in cases proceeds from drug-related sales or drug trafficking activity.
Was that money potential evidence?
Correct.
What was your role in seizing this cash, Detective?
I'm sorry. No.
Well, maybe I got ahead of myself. Was cash located in the property?
Yes.
Do you remember how much approximately?
Approximately $4,000.
And did you play a role in taking that cash?
Yes.
What was your role?
I was provided the cash, or provided the money that was located by another deputy. I counted out the money, put it in an evidence bag, and then at the end of the search, I transported it back to the sheriff's office.
All right. Did you take any of the money?
No.
Did you ever take any money from the evidence bag?
No.
Did you ever take any of Mr. Foreman's money?
No.
Was your counting of the cash recorded on your body cam?
Yes.
And have you had a chance to review that?
I have.
Has Mr. Foreman accused you of taking his money?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you aware that the cash was ultimately returned to Mr. Foreman?
Yes.
And can you tell us why that was?
The prosecutor at the time decided we're not going to pursue any criminal charges, and the property was released back to him.
Okay. Were you present when Mr. Foreman picked up the cash that had been seized?
No.
Do you know whether any press was invited to attend the return of this cash?
I learned that there was later.
Okay, but you weren't there.
Correct.
Can you tell us what happened when the money was returned to Mr. Foreman?
Your Honor, I would object to that. He's already testified he wasn't there.
Okay.
Oh, slapped. It's like, why is he testifying for something he wasn't there for? Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me rephrase it. That's fair.
Yeah, it is.
Was an allegation made that there was less cash than there should have been?
Yes.
And who made that allegation?
I believe Mr. Foreman.
How did you learn about this discrepancy?
The evidence technician that released his property had called me and told me that the account was short.
Tell us what you mean by that. The account was short.
Just that there was more money listed than what there was inside, and that was less money was returned than what was indicated.
And where was this amount indicated?
On the bag.
On evidence bag?
Correct.
So I'm understanding you correctly. The amount of money that was indicated on the evidence bag was more than what was actually returned to Mr. Foreman.
Correct.
All right. And were you able to?
Well, there's a discrepancy right there. They took his money. They took his damn money.
Account for that discrepancy?
I wasn't there.
What happened?
Once the allegation was made, the sheriff contacted Claremont County Sheriff's Office to conduct an independent investigation.
Do you know whether an independent investigation was conducted by the Claremont County Sheriff's Office?
Yes.
And do you know the results of that investigation?
They were to determine that I miscounted the money during my original count.
All right.
Oh, that's cold. I miscounted the money. It was my mistake. You would think you're going in. Does this happen often, Officer Kermit? Does this happen often? Do you make these kind of mistakes often, or is this just a one-off?
Did they conclude that any money had been taken?
They said there was not any money taken.
Did that stop Mr. Foreman from continuing to claim you had stolen $400?
No.
Did he accuse anyone other than you of stealing money?
Multiple times he accuses all of being thieves.
Yeah, because you are. I mean, that's pretty. I think you clearly established this. You know, it's like, oh, we had an independent investigation. Internal Affairs came and they said, oh, you just miscounted the money. That's the story we're going to run with. That's the story we're going to run with. And he's.
Do you know where he made these allegations?
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube,
Hey, right
social media.
How did you learn about
Yeah.
these accusations on the internet that you were a thief?
Friends and family were sending them to me.
Were the accusations true?
No.
Well, I'm wondering.
I think you said you've reviewed your body-worn camera from that night?
Yes.
And were you able to tell what happened?
From what it appears, if I began counting money, I stopped to reshuffle money that was in my hand, and then began counting again after.
How do you make a $400 miscount? Yeah, a $400 miscount. And he got this little smug look on his face, like, hey, I made a miscount. Like, it's shot night, huh? Yeah. We hit that. I will actually go and pull out some nice whiskey. We hit the amount up there, in the 2 hours. We hit the five that amount. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do a shot. We'll do a shot. Hell, I'll tell you what. We if we get $400 in super chats tonight, we will do one shot. I do have to work tomorrow, so it'll have to be towards the end of the stream. So yeah, we hit $400 tonight. Super chats and super tips. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do a shot. I'll do a shot with you guys. How's that sound? We'll make it good.
Putting money down. And there was, at some point, there was a discrepancy in the amount that there was and the amount I counted.
Was it a miscount?
Yes.
Now, were any charges ever brought against Mr. Foreman as a result of this warrant execution? I may have asked you that. I'm sorry.
No.
Sometime after the execution of this warrant, Detective Newland, did you become aware that Mr. Foreman had posted certain things other than being a thief about you on social media?
Yes.
And how did you learn about these posts?
Friends and family were also sending them to me.
Ms. Gratcher, could we see Exhibit 16?
Yes. You need to switch it to the other patient line. I'm right. So what does she want a card on?
She needs to switch to left law, I believe.
It's loud.
All right.
It's a good afro, though, I will say.
You're gonna get a card.
Yes.
Okay, can we blow that up some?
This is the uneducated can't count PDF file police officer that stole my money. His name is Baby Making Brian Child. New baby mama, newborn Newland. Detective Brian Newland. I have a song coming out about him. The chorus goes like this. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Brian Newland is a flag. He used to play with little toys. Now he plays with little boys. Watch your little boys around Brian Newland. He is very bold. He will fondle little boys' testicles and butt cheeks right in front of you in broad daylight. This is a public service announcement. Stay safe. That's what he posted. Wow.
All right. Detective Newland, we're showing Exhibit 16. Can you tell us what this is?
It's one of the posts from Mr. Foreman that I was sent about me being a pedophile.
And am I reading the date right? September 2nd, 2023?
Yes.
And I'm not going to ask you to read it, but I will read part of it just to make sure it's in the record and that people are clear on what it said. This is the uneducated can't count pedophile police officer that stole my money. His name is baby-making Brian child molesting, newborn baby mama, newborn Newland, Detective Brian Newland. I have a song coming out about him. The chorus goes like this. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Brian Newland is a flag. He used to play with little toys. Now he plays with little boys. Watch your little boys around Brian Newland. He's very bold. He will fondle little boys' testicles and butt cheeks right in front of you in broad daylight. This is a public service announcement. Stay safe. Did I read that correctly?
Yes.
Can we see exhibit
Detective.
17, please?
Oh,
Can you...
it says, good morning, baby making Brian, child, new baby, mama, newborn, Newland. You pay me back the money you stole from me. I won't tell the world about your Pilgrim family. You know, like your brother. That's named Will You Stop Sending Dick Pic Williams, a.k.a. William Newland. If you get arrested in Adams County, all you got to do is lie on me and Brian will let you go, just like they let the unconfidential informant Tasty Tasha Chamblin go after she attempted to murder by lying to the police and sending them to my house, looking for a fake dungeon and fake kidnap victims. Tell these uneducated, no-counting douchebags anything, and they will grab their guns and kick down your doors and try to delete you in front of your kids. Oh yeah, no charges against her or you, by the way, for giving false information to the police and attempting to have me deleted. Brian wants me to go to jail so I don't expose his stealing family. Bring me my money, Brian, and this can all go away. You want to be Eminem, whack-ass rapper? Ooh. And Venom has been here for a month of memberships. Kip is a generous soul and questionable judgments, my favorite kind of person. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers, Venom. He won with a lemon pound cake. Mm-hmm.
Just scroll down so we can see the whole thing for a second. All right.
Oh, what did that say? Because disseminated matter harmful to juvenile material. It means that the person is unlawfully offered, sold, displayed, or given pornographic or obscene material.
So I'm not going to read this whole thing, but...
Well, you read the last one.
It says, in part, if you pay me back the money you stole from me, I won't tell the world about your pedophile Pilgrim family, you know, like your brother. That's named Will You Stop Sending Dick Pic Williams, a.k.a. William Newland. If you get arrested in Adams County, all you got to do is lie on me, and Brian will let you go.
No lies.
And is that a picture of your brother beside your picture?
Yes.
And was your brother convicted of a misdemeanor?
Yes.
What was that?
I don't recall what the charge was.
It was a misdemeanor charge?
It was a misdemeanor.
It was right up there on the page. It says exactly what he was arrested for. So he got a misdemeanor, apparently, for distributing pornographic material to underage kids. Oh, that's right. That's right. Hey, by the way, there is an article on PJ Media, and I'm gonna throw that up there for you guys just so you can get a hold of it. And it is right there. Make sure that you go check that out after the stream, or go give that a read. That is her article to cover it. It's AFROMAN'S trial is a free speech battle America needs. And that is written by the wonderful, wonderful, glorious Megan Fox. Make sure that you go and check that out. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'll post that up a little bit later too. Did Megan resign from PJ Media? No, she's sort of semi-retired. She still writes for them, but she's very limited on the time that she's writing for them.
Correct.
Did you have anything to do with that crime?
No, I did not.
Have you ever been accused or convicted of pedophilia?
No.
You didn't say you were.
Let's look at, let's see, number 18, is that a video?
Yes.
All right. Shall we play the whole thing? Or what, do we have, a clip?
Yes.
So here's the thing that I'm curious about, you know, and you can ask yourself the same question. There's been people that have accused Donald Trump of rape, of all kinds of horrible things. And we're not talking about one or two people. Have any of them, and we're talking about famous people, been sued over this? She retired today. She mentioned it on Tug's Live. Oh, okay. She retired today. Gotcha. I didn't see it. But yeah, I know that she did write an article because I have a subscription to PJ Media. I mean, I'm just thinking, if you think about this, that, you know, Donald Trump never went after these people. And people have said a lot of horrible things about him. So do they think they're better than that? Huh.
Oh, yes. Baby making Brian newborn Newland. Yeah, the serial statutory rapist. With the pedophile brother fired from the People's Police Station. Will you stop sending Dick Pig Williams?
All right, and let's take a look at number 10. Is this a,
Could not make it in hip hop. He used to do hard drugs. He snitched on all his friends, then joined the sheriff's department. Now he steals money from traffic cops, bogus raids, and from the Adams County Sheriff, spelled with 3 Ks. Sheriff evidence room under camouflage of law enforcement. He can't write his own raps. That's why he became Adams County, spelled with 3 Ks. Sheriff, so he could steal money from a real rapper. Baby making Brian Newland t-shirts on sale. OGA or OG AFROMAN.com.
okay. Let's see. He used to do hard drugs. It says there in the 3rd or 4th line. Did you ever do hard drugs, Detective Newland?
No.
He snitched on all his friends. Do you have any idea what that's all about?
No.
Now he steals money from traffic stops, bogus raids, and from Adams KK County Sheriff Evidence Room under the camouflage of law enforcement. Mm-hmm. Did you ever steal money from a traffic stop?
No.
Did you ever steal money from anybody?
No.
Then down below it says, baby making Brian Newland t-shirts on sale. You see that?
Yes.
Let's look at Exhibit 15, please. And can you tell, Detective, is this a picture of you at the entering the or somewhere in the property of Mr. Foreman during the search?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And let's take a look at 14. And do you know where this was taken? I guess you weren't there.
It appears to be the inside of the interview room at the Adams County Sheriff's Office.
Would that have been where his money was returned to him?
Yes.
And part of what it says is, when I went to get my money and we realized baby making Brian Newland had stolen $400 out of the evidence money. Again, did you ever steal any of his money?
No.
Let's take a look.
Well, it's good that you say this because the money's short. The money's short. He's trying to get his money back.
At Exhibit 15, please. Or did we do 15?
Yes.
Sorry.
I love that suit too.
Number 2.
All right. It might get me in trouble. So I'm going to I'm going to skip over this. If you want to watch the actual video itself, you can watch the video. I'm going to turn on closed caption so you can sort of hear what he's saying, but I'm going to mute it until after it's done playing the song. All right. Yes, Your Honor, I would have an objection to this. Okay, so we're back to normal. Let's see.
It was published within the last 2 weeks. The law on this has changed. Ohio has actually passed what's called an anti-SLAPP law, which therefore extends immunity to things, actually, in a way, increasing a person's freedom of speech rights in Ohio. Thus, this evidence to be tried here would be tried under a completely different standard than when this case was started.
Oh,
That law doesn't apply to this case, Judge, or this evidence.
yes, it does.
Apply clearly. He has no analysis other than say that I submitted a written brief to the court on this matter.
I think that was submitted Sunday.
So, like, I'll note the objection, overrule it, and allow it to be played. Got your objection down. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Can you expand it a little bit or not?
I cannot.
So we can see the sign? Okay. Detective Newland, can you see what that sign says?
It
Yes,
says
What is
they
it? Could
stole
you read
my
it for us?
money.
they stole my money.
Okay. Go ahead and play.
Body cam footage released after a missing person. They bust down his door. Brian Newland stole from me.
Read what that said.
Yeah, Brian Newland stole my money.
Money. And that was just published in the last few days, as far as you know?
Yes.
Can we look at number 3, please?
If it's another video, I gotta mute it.
Yes.
Noted.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Take me to court when you stole my money. I think that's enough. Brian Newland stole from me.
Video, obviously. Does it tell where that was posted?
It looks like this one is on YouTube.
And the other one was Instagram?
Okay.
Yes.
So 2 different platforms, same video.
Yes.
And can we look at Exhibit 9, please?
It's another video.
And I'm looking.
Says the
Specifically,
sheriff, excuse
about
me, the
halfway,
Adams
a little
County
bit halfway
Sheriff
down, do you
taking
see
false
Detective Ware?
information from an unconfidential informant's line snitch rat, Judge Roy Droopy Gabbert signing fictitious fake bogus warnings on me today. It will be anybody he doesn't like and he has access to, especially in Adams County prosecutor David Kelly issuing the fictitious fake bogus warrant that Judge Roy Droopy Gabbard signed after video surveillance of the criminals camouflaged as law enforcement officers of the Adams County Sheriff's Department was exposed. The Adams County prosecutor David Kelly resigned as Adams County prosecutor, has now fled to Arizona. He did this to keep from turning over the communications of the case to a superior court. He says, talks about Brian Newland stealing money. Not only did he steal money from my house, he stole money out of the evidence room at the Adams County Sheriff's Department, away from my house, making the Adams County Sheriff's Department the new crime scene. Ranger Randall Beetle Bailey, Private Kyle Walters vandalizing properties, stealing CDs and DVDs before and after Lieutenant Lickham Low Lisa committed the crime of tampering with evidence, a felony, I believe, I don't know, and disconnected my security cameras. All the criminals and more camouflaged as law enforcement have the audacity to sue me, the victorious victim. Everybody get ready for my new album, The Lawsuit, coming soon.
It's posted. Not only did he steal my money from my house, he stole money out of the evidence room at the Adams County Sheriff's Department, away from my house, making the Adams County Sheriff's Department a new crime scene. I'll just stop there. Again, did you ever steal any money from his house or from the Sheriff's Department evidence room?
No.
What's the platform?
Can you see what that one was, Detective?
I can't see on here.
Is that Facebook? No, it's Facebook. I'll represent that it's Facebook, Your Honor.
Thank you. Go ahead.
So, and we can take that down or whatever. We don't need to keep it up. I don't care. But I'm done with the exhibits right now, Detective. I just want to ask you, the first one we saw with you holding, it looks like a child with a smiley face.
Yeah.
What was that originally a photo of?
That was from one of the shop of the cop events at the sheriff's office.
Well, what's
Shop of the cop events? Well, look what just came in. Oh, yes. Look at here. We've got this one that just came in. By the way, just so you guys know that the super tips are active and they look a lot like this. So if you're wanting to send a super tip, if you're wanting to send a super chat, you can do it right there in chat. And it all goes to hitting that goal in 2 hours. If you're doing super tips, you can put those over here and they will still count towards it, even if we miss it otherwise.
OMG, so like, cheers and Aaron go brah. Dude.
That was good. That was good. Venom. Oh my gosh. This is what Venom did. Is just
OMG, so like, cheers and Aaron go brah. Dude.
Thank you, Venom. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. That was awesome. And if you're wondering how the super tips work, the super tips, we get more of that money comes directly to us, the creator. And then we can show all of you guys much easier on the screen. And also it makes it fun. You can have like all kinds of good times with them. So we like good times, great oldies. Yes, sir.
Shop with a cop event?
It's where the community donates money, and then local law enforcement will take lower income children to Walmart and let them shop for Christmas.
And did you participate in that event regularly?
Yes.
And do you know what year that picture was taken from?
I don't recall.
All right. And the little boy you were holding there, can you tell us anything about who that was? Not his name, of course, but who it was?
Just a cool little boy that got picked for Shop the Cop and chose me to be his officer.
Chose you to be what?
His officer.
And what did you do? Did you do something with him, shop with him, or what?
We put him in the cruisers, turn the lights and sirens on, parade through town, and we go to Walmart and help him shop. And we come back to the fire department or wherever and help them get their toys ready or play or, and feed them pizza, stuff like that.
And you did that more than 1 year?
Yes.
Yeah, fun.
And that was a photo that Mr. Foreman or somebody on his behalf took and used in that pedophile posting?
Yes.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't get any of that. That all goes straight to the creator. I mean, there's a Stripe fee, but I pay for that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
So, Detective, what effect did it have on you when you saw these posts that you're a pedophile?
I was angry, sad, depressed, upset.
Why were you sad or upset? It's just isn't it just somebody exaggerating or making jokes or making a comment?
I didn't find it funny at all. I work in law enforcement, have kids, have friends, family. I was involved in the schools, and then I'm being blasted all over social media for the entire United States to see that I'm a pedophile.
Did you ever have any evidence that other people were seeing these things, other than the fact that it's on social media? Did anybody ever say anything or do anything to indicate they'd seen it?
I've had comments made to me since day one.
Like what?
If you want the most recent example, yesterday there was a cheer competition with Adams. I walked my 3-year-old son in to watch his sister cheer, and somebody asked me if that was another little boy I'm touching.
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Where? What competition?
At the North Adams cheerleading competition.
What other examples?
Every time you go to an event, another comment's made or somebody says something. Another one I can recall was meet the team night for my daughters. We was in line to get slushies, and people were making comments behind me.
What comments?
Just called me a thief and a pedophile, and why was I there? And then started playing music, playing some of his songs on their phones.
Some of Mr. Foreman's AFROMAN'S songs?
Yes.
Wow. Weird, huh? You said, hey, why don't you give me my money back? I mean, he seems a little too cheerful, Officer Kermit.
This case isn't about your kids. They're not plaintiffs, but did this have any effect on your kids that affected you in turn?
Your Honor, I'm going to object to this.
Yeah.
You had a motion, I filed, and I
Remember,
responded.
he knows better than to ask a question because I don't care about the kids because he didn't bring the kids in, so it's the same.
What other indications have you had, Detective, that people are seeing and responding to this accusation that you're a pedophile?
Just what's been said to me. It's been shared, been sent to me. I've people make comments at games while in the store. It's just so much stuff's happened. I don't even remember half of it.
So
it wasn't that important.
You were a Hamilton County deputy sheriff. Sorry, I said that earlier. You were an Adams County deputy sheriff, and you're not anymore?
Correct.
Why?
I ended up leaving the sheriff's office just because of this, because of being called a pedophile and a thief.
Explain to us just a little more about why that was so upsetting that you actually left your job.
Because the sheriff's office, so I'm from Adams County, it's where all my family and friends are from. The sheriff's office was my dream job, my position. I was friends with everybody, and it was where I planned to stay. It's been my career. I dedicated a lot of time, over 10 years, to Adams County. You know, whether it was calling at 1 o'clock in the morning or working 14 hours, I dedicated a lot of my time to Adams County. And I loved working at the sheriff's office, but it just got to be so much. If you go to a call or take a phone call or you make a traffic stop, something said. You go to Walmart, something said. I stopped one of my kids' games for a little bit because every time I would show up, everybody would be looking at me or something would be said to me. It just spared their embarrassment.
Embarrassment, that's it. He's just embarrassed.
So when did you leave the sheriff's office?
I ended up leaving in October of 2023.
You have.
I don't think he's being as harassed as much as he's saying he's being harassed. Most of the time, if you ignore it, it goes away after a period of time. It goes away after a period of time. I'm not sure if he ate it or if a different one did. It's not a very honest face. Yeah, I don't have anywhere verifying that that's what people were doing, but it sounds to me you had parody songs made about you and others. Big deal. Exactly. It's pretty straightforward. You ignore it. You ignore it, and you're just like, you know, what he could have done is maybe had a sit down with him and said, listen, I'll give you $400 if you'll just stop this crap. You know, that's an easy way of doing it. Saying, you know what, I didn't take it, but if it makes you feel better, I'll tell you what, we'll do a little fundraiser. We'll give you $400 and just stop.
Do your kids' friends come to your house and hang out?
They don't anymore.
Do they used to?
They used to have huge slumber parties, especially on their birthdays. They'd have 10 or 11 kids over, and essentially once this started, it stopped. I don't recall the last time my daughters have had a friend over, if they've had one ever since then.
You'll need tissue for incoming tears. You became famous, man.
Detective, did you ask Mr. Foreman to take down these posts?
I didn't personally.
Did you?
Why not?
Through your attorney?
Yes.
Why
And have
didn't
they
you
been
go
taken
talk to
down?
him
No.
personally?
Are they still there?
Yes.
Why didn't you talk to him personally?
Those are all my questions. Thank you.
That would have been my question. Why didn't you talk to him personally?
Yes. Then we'll do that. It's off the record and the break. Thank you.
All right, then they're going to take a little bit of a break, and what we're going to do is we're going to minimize that for a second, and then I'm going to go to the next one because after they come back, there's only about another 26 minutes, and then I think they take another break. So yeah, so this is right after the break, and I believe I'm still running this on ×2 speed. And I'm going to make sure that the subtitles are on, so that way you guys can sort of follow along with what's going on. That's what rappers do. And not for nothing, Ice Cube and Ice-T made far worse songs with NWA and those cops. Any other rappers gave really bad raps to were damaged far worse and then didn't sue. He wrote a whole album. That's what rappers do. Yeah, Ice-T and Ice Cube, and I mean all of them have written songs like this. I think they're just upset.
So, Brian, you're still employed as a police officer, correct?
Yes.
You're employed in Norwood, correct?
Yes.
When you went to Norwood, you got a pay raise, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You were asked questions about a search warrant. Is it correct to say you were the chief in charge of executing that search warrant?
Correct.
Okay. And you counted all the money?
I did.
You had full control of it the whole time?
Not the entire time, no.
Okay. So, walk me through the process by which you cataloged the money.
So while we were conducting a search of the residence, another deputy located the money, I believe, in a jacket pocket from a suit. He handed me the money, explained to me where he found it. At that point, I start to count it in the same room. Once I count it, I collect it, put it in Evan's bag, and take it downstairs.
Okay. So let's back up. That was very general. So when you counted it, where did you count it?
I counted it in the bedroom where it was located.
And you counted it on the floor?
Yes.
Okay. And you made specific piles?
Yes.
Okay. Now, that's not all the money that was recovered is what was coming out of the suit, right?
Correct.
Where was the other money recovered?
There was more money covered from, I believe it was an office downstairs
Okay. And where did you count that money at?
in that room.
On the floor?
I don't recall if it was on the floor or maybe on a desk that was there.
Okay. And you were wearing your body cam the whole time?
Yes.
What was the time difference between the suit jacket money and the money downstairs?
I don't recall.
You reviewed your body camera.
Yeah, it's been I reviewed it every year. I don't recall what the time frame was.
Now, Mr. Newland, let's ask that question. You were deposed, correct?
Yes,
You were deposed on August 8th of 2025, correct?
correct.
Have you watched the body cam since then?
I haven't. Well, I take that back. I've watched pieces of it. Haven't watched the entire thing.
What pieces have you watched?
Just of me counting the money from
So-
the bedroom.
You watched only the part of your body cam where you recounted the money in the bedroom only.
Correct.
You never watched the part for downstairs.
I did not.
You never watched the part where you sealed the evidence bag.
No.
Did you seal the evidence bag?
The evidence bag was not initially sealed. No.
What do you mean by initially sealed?
So it's not a self-sealing bag. It has to be taped. So it was placed in an evidence bag and brought downstairs to a central location until it was transported to the sheriff's office.
And the central location, where was that?
In the kitchen.
And you left it there alone?
No.
Who did you leave it with?
When I first brought it downstairs, Officer Cooley was sitting at a counter and I asked him to keep an eye on it while I continued the search.
Okay, and did he keep an eye on it?
As far as I know, yes.
What do you mean as far as you know?
I mean, I wasn't there the entire time. I went on to continue searching the residence and come back down.
But wouldn't he be in the chain of custody?
Yeah.
So did he sign the evidence bag?
No, I didn't. He wasn't.
Oh my God. This right, dude. They broke chain of custody. So anybody could have taken it, or he could blame it on him. Oh man. Try to Aerosmith and Bowie for Under Pressure. It was Queen that did Under Pressure, and Bowie, was it Bowie and Aerosmith? Did I hear right? Yeah, you heard right. Bowie, yeah. Oh my God. So he is sitting here going, well, it was, I mean, he had his eye on it. Can you confirm that, and it was never sealed? So he didn't sign off on it, that it was in his custody. Even if he was sitting there looking at it,
in charge of the custody in that sense of signing or selling the evidence bag. I just brought the cash down while we was still conducting a search and asked for him to keep an eye on it.
So the cash was never left alone?
That's my knowledge, yeah.
except for
Were you
somebody
interviewed
else.
by Mr. Robinson in relation to this matter?
No.
Okay. Did you make a report about the missing money?
I didn't know.
So there was this question about return on a search warrant. Can you explain what that is?
The return?
Yes.
That's just an itemized list of properties seized from a location during a search warrant search.
Did it include an amount of money seized on it?
Yes.
Does that amount of money match what was written on the evidence bag?
Yes.
So as far as the court knows, there was more money taken than what was returned?
I'm sorry.
So as far as the court knows with the return, more money was taken than what was returned?
That's the way it appeared, yes.
Did you put in
Yeah.
an amended search warrant return?
I don't believe so.
So you never corrected your statement to the court?
Correct.
Okay. Does the Adams County Sheriff's Office have a policy and procedure pertaining to the counting of money as evidence?
I believe so.
What do you mean you believe so?
I have worked there in almost 3 years.
Well, before you worked there, did they have one?
It was, I don't necessarily know that it was a written policy, but it was to have 2 people count the money.
Did 2 people count the money?
No.
What the
I'm
hell?
confused on that. Can you tell me why?
So explain to me why it matters, where you're going in this case's context. Tell me why it's relevant.
Your Honor, this is relevant because if the evidence of Mr. Robinson is admitted, which he has not been here yet, but if it is admitted, this would be direct evidence since he did not interview the person who counted the money. This would go to counter Mr. Robinson's report. And actually in my motion in limine, I talked about it in the idea that we did not have time to depose Mr. Robinson to determine what his investigation was or who he interviewed. As such, I'm asking a leading question of Mr. Newland because he didn't follow the policies and procedures. This was not taken into account by Mr. Robinson, and Mr. Robinson has made certain conclusions in his report that this would tend to cause issue with.
Mr. Robinson on the witness list?
Mr. Robinson is listed on Mr. Klingler's witness list.
Is he going to be called?
Depending on what happens, you might be.
Oh, fools, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Depending on what happens, we might, if we get our ass kicked, we ain't bringing him because he's just going to bring us down even further. That's what he's saying. Now, think about this. If this was on the other foot, if this was on the other, if the shoe was on the other foot, do you think that they would be, that he could sue them? because they'll just claim qualified immunity. He ain't going to get anything out of it. I've been hit with a stupid stick. What the fuck am I hearing? Yeah. But what you're hearing is they broke chain of custody. The person that they wanted to depose, they could never depose. Justice for AFROMAN. There's some duty cops. Yeah, very duty cops. Even is everyone wearing their afros today? I'm not wearing an afro today. Not wearing an afro. I'm in solidarity though. There's Shizzy. Yeah.
My concern is going to be hearsay, and everything you're asking the wrong witness is in that category. Like you're doing, I'm just trying to follow the trail of breadcrumbs.
I'm afraid I'm not understanding the hearsay argument, Your Honor.
He's going to say what another person said and observed. Doesn't see it, but read about it, or doesn't have it firsthand. He already said he wasn't involved in that part of it. I'm going to give you some room to work.
I have moved past that. That's where I was talking about the policies and procedures, which would not be hearsay in the idea he should
No, I
know
don't
what
get
they are.
that. Again, I'm just trying to track where you're going so I don't miss the ship sailing. Go ahead.
So, Mr. Newland, you worked at the Adams County Sheriff's Office from, what was the date on that? 2014 to 2023.
Yes.
During that time, when you started the Sheriff's Office in 2014, you reviewed the policies and procedures?
Yes.
So you would have seen the policy on counting cash?
If there was one at the time, yes. I don't recall.
So you don't know if there was a policy at the time?
Correct.
Okay. So how do you know it was supposed to be counted by two people?
That was the practice that we normally adhere to. It would be counted by one and then recounted by a second.
Okay. And the second person would initial the evidence back?
No, it was just kind of like almost like a system.
Well, and here's the thing. Don't be too harsh on the judge, because you have to remember that there was motions that they couldn't get in, and part of those was to show the reason why he did X, Y, and Z. Okay. So he clapped back because they stole his money. That part they're trying to leave out of it. They've got it very limited on what was involved in all of that. Because why the search warrant was there, talk about it.
There were checks and balances, and then the seizing officer would still initial and seal up the evidence.
This may sound an extremely stupid question. How many times did you count the money?
I counted it one time.
Why only once?
At the time, there was so much going on, I counted it one time, put it in the bag, and until we got done.
Okay. So when you retrieved the bag, you never counted it again?
Correct.
Okay. Did you seal the evidence bag before you left?
I did not.
Okay. Did you seal the evidence bag at the Adams County Sheriff's Department?
Yes, it was sealed at Adams County Sheriff's Office.
I didn't ask if it was sealed. I asked if you sealed it.
Yes, I would have sealed the bag.
Prior to the deposition of August 8th, 2025. Do you remember that day?
Yes.
Do you remember I asked you about the money?
I remember that conversation about the money, yes.
Oh. Do you remember I asked you if you sealed the evidence bag at that time?
I don't recall you asking that.
Really? Okay. Did you ask the sheriff to do an investigation on the missing money?
I didn't know.
Okay.
No, somebody else had to ask.
So I just want to get something clear here because my notes are a little fuzzy.
You have the
were in the
right.
Army at the same time you were a deputy, right?
So, yes, I was in the reserves at the time.
Okay. So that's why you would have been a full-time deputy in 2014 and then discharged honorably from the military in 2015?
Correct.
Okay. You said this job was exciting.
Yeah.
What do you mean by exciting?
So, like I said, when I left the military, I wanted a career that would be not mundane, but kind of like an exciting, something new type of career. So I chose law enforcement.
Okay. And you've been called derogatory names before, correct?
Yes.
Significant derogatory names, correct?
Yes.
And that's by members of the public, correct?
Yes.
And that was prior to 2022, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned you have some brothers. Do you have a brother that worked in law enforcement?
Yes.
Was he the chief of Peoples?
He was.
Why did he leave?
Why does it matter?
Your Honor, it has been brought up because one of the images has William Newland, and as you read through the post actually talks about Mr. Newland leaving the police department, so therefore I am building a foundation to show the truth of what statements are in there.
Is that the reference to the plaintiff's picture you're talking about?
It's a reference to one of his exhibits, yes. Give me a second, I'll tell you what exhibit.
And he should be able to bring all this in. Be right back doing actions with baby boy to Wiggles. Eat apples and bananas. There you go, apples and bananas. This is ridiculous. I mean, he should be allowed to bring all this in because they brought up the damn post. Okay, so if he's putting something out there that they're saying, well, it's defamatory. Well, if it's true, if these things are true, they judge should allow this stuff in. right then and there. Just be like, man, and I can understand why he's asking him. I mean, what does this bear any relevance? Yeah, he brought up the damn picture about his brother. It's very relevant. Yeah, you didn't answer the question.
I'll re-ask the question. Why did your brother leave the People's Police Department?
He was charged with some kind of crime through Adams County Prosecutor's Office. He was
some kind of crime. Some kind of crime.
Subsequently convicted, and he resigned or quit sometime during the process.
And it is a fair statement to say it involved minor children?
I really don't know anything about the investigation.
You don't know anything?
He didn't ask you if you knew anything about the investigation. They destroyed his property, stole some of his money, unplugged all his cameras, and ate his lemon cake.
About your brother's crime he was charged with?
Just what I've seen on Jail Tracker in the past.
So you're not close to your brother?
I'm not, no.
Okay. Are you close to your family then?
Yeah, most of my family.
Then why not your brother who's in law enforcement?
Well, we were both in the Army at the same time, separate parts of the world. We kind of got close again, and then once this, his issues happened, we kind of drifted apart again.
So you drifted apart once he had a criminal problem?
Correct.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that. Has anybody asked you about that prior to 2022 when he was charged?
No.
No one asked you about your brother?
I'm sorry? Like before he was charged and it came out to everybody? No.
So no one asked you about your brother being charged with a crime?
Yeah, after the fact. I've been asked about.
When was the first time you were asked about it?
It would have been shortly after he was charged or arrested. It was all a complete surprise to me.
And that was prior to Mr. Foreman's video and post, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So now you've said people have treated you differently since Mr. Foreman's post.
Yes.
So people come and ask you about your brother. Did they treat you differently because of that?
It was just on a smaller scale. I was asked about it, and then that was it. It wasn't shared, and I wasn't putting music videos and everything else because of that reason.
But your brother's criminal charge and everything was in the front page.
It doesn't matter. Nepotism hire. But it sounds like they destroy. I mean, this is ridiculous. And you can tell, I am sure that there were people asking and had questions about this, like, what the hell's going on with your brother? I mean, you're close to him. All of a sudden, you're not close to him now that he's been caught. I mean, I'm not saying that one is the same as the other, but I'm just curious. Why hasn't, all of a sudden, now it's all over the place. It's all over the internet.
Of the local newspaper, correct?
Yeah.
So everybody in Adams County knew that your brother was charged.
Correct.
Okay. And so did people treat you differently at that time?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Why didn't they treat you differently?
That'd be a question for them.
Okay. Would it be because they knew you?
Since he said he doesn't know, you shouldn't ask that question. Strike it.
We'll strike the question. Move on.
Thank you. See, that would be a classic example of testimony from the lawyer, not the witness who said he doesn't know. Go ahead.
If you don't know if they treated you differently when your brother was on the front page of the paper, how do you know that your treatment today, or as you've testified to, was due solely to Mr. Foreman?
Well, prior to this, nobody called me a pedophile. Prior to this, there was nothing published about me being a pedophile. Prior to this, nobody asked me if I was molesting my own 3-year-old son.
What about the office?
I don't know what happened.
Let me rephrase the question. Did the officers that you work with at Norwood put up a picture or an image of Mr. Foreman on your computer?
Yes.
Did you ask them to take it down?
No.
Did they think it was funny?
Yes.
And
Did you ask them to take it down?
they're in law enforcement?
Yes.
Did they think any different of you because of this?
I don't know.
They don't treat you differently?
I work with them, but I don't really associate with them. I go there and I do my job and I come home.
When you interviewed for the Norwood Police Department, they never held anything Mr. Foreman said against you?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. Would it be fair to say it did not affect your professional career then?
Oh, it absolutely did.
How so?
How so?
Even if I move locations from Adams County.
How does it affect your personal career, you crooked little shit? Irish law firm. Finn. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he went to another law enforcement agency. What's a common between a 9-volt battery and a bumhole? We all know it ain't supposed to put your tongue on it. Why? Do you really? Now that's a shame, Bad Dog. Why are you putting your tongue there? We still do it. Damn it, Bad Dog. You got me. You got me. So bad, Bad Dog. So bad. Oh, I'm going to have to start reading these things before you put them up there. God. Yeah, this is a valid. Yeah, he went to another agency. He gets paid more, and he says, "Oh, it's totally affected me."
To Cincinnati or to Los Angeles, people still ask if I'm a pedophile. People still ask me what it's about. People still ask me if I'm a thief.
But it doesn't affect your job. It does not affect your job whatsoever.
But the people you work with do not ask that, correct?
They don't ask me, I know.
When you were interviewed, your future employer never asked you that question.
No.
So then when you say it damaged your reputation, you're only referring to people in the public, correct?
No. That's just what people in the public is what I know. Maybe people.
Yeah, this guy is destroying him right now. He is destroying him right there on the stand. I love it.
I do have bias against me, in law enforcement. I don't know.
Were you ever passed up for promotion because of this?
Not that I'm aware of.
Were you ever disciplined because of this?
No.
And you agree while you're out in the public, people are seeing you perform your law enforcement duties?
Yes.
And based upon what they see, they will make comments about you, correct?
Yes.
So how you perform your duties reflects on your reputation?
Yes.
And that's it. How he performs reflects on his reputation. Oh my God. That's amazing. It's really amazing. It makes me think about, there was a certain guy here in Atlanta during the Olympics. He was a security guard. Do you know how it affected him? Think about this. Do you know how it affected him? He couldn't get another job because of that. He had to take an early retirement from doing what he loved doing because everyone was accusing him from the bottom up of doing something that he didn't do. That's how it affected Penny. This guy right here, he's had no problem getting another job, continuing elsewhere, and continuing on. And I don't believe him. I don't believe that people are judging him. If this guy pulled me over, the last thing I'd be doing is asking him. I'd be a little suspicious. But it hasn't stopped him from performing his job, performing his duty, doing what he's supposed to be doing. What a whiny little biatch. Can't prove damages.
And you testified in
And
the
a
courtroom before,
city
correct?
issued fuel card too.
Have you ever testified in a civil case before?
No.
Have you ever testified in a civil case that involved the duties of a police officer before?
No.
You've had citizens comment on your execution of your duties before, correct?
Yes.
Not all those comments have been positive, have they?
Correct.
And so you would agree that as a police officer, you are subject to public scrutiny?
Yes.
And you've never sought to keep your status as a law enforcement officer secret?
No.
You know what? Well, why is he showing up in a suit coat? I mean, I would think that maybe he should show up in his police officer's uniform. Why not? Why not show up in his? I mean, isn't that what police officers do whenever they come in to testify? Yeah. So he has a new position with. No, it is better pay. He's already said that it's better pay and no issues.
Have you ever been in a local newspaper?
Yes.
Was it positive or negative?
Positive.
Okay. But not everything they write is positive, is it?
Correct.
He's just got destroyed.
As you said that people can comment on your execution of your duties as a police officer, did you follow the procedure correctly in execution of the search warrant?
In the execution of the search warrant itself, yes.
Okay. So you knocked on the door as required by law?
Correct.
Okay. And then you decided to kick it in?
Correct.
And then when you couldn't kick it in, you went to the side door with the battering ram?
Correct.
Why did you try to kick the door in with your foot?
Is this what we're not trying?
Your Honor, he has opened the door and saying that his...
No, I closed the door. So I don't think we're trying
No, he already opened the door.
search warrant case.
Your Honor, he is claiming that his reputation is linked to how he performs his official duties. I am merely introducing that he has not followed procedures, and therefore a person can criticize him on that, and therefore he would have that as part of his reputation that everybody would have to consider.
We don't have any standard against which to measure that, which is the whole point. So how are we going to get a standard against which to measure that? Otherwise, you get a dance in the pea patch. I said we're not dancing it.
If we can't present that he hasn't done his job correctly and that that would reflect negative on his reputation, then I don't understand what we would be presenting that, because his reputation is exactly what he is claiming is damaged. It is the very issue that they're going to ask for money damages about.
Do you have an expert that's going to say there was a violation of the search warrant process?
No, we're just going to introduce the policies and procedures in place at that time.
There are some?
There are, yes.
Yeah.
So then put the foundation out there first. Like my prior decision, like made that clear. I'm trying to work with you, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty good about staying laser focused.
I'm trying to ask the questions now so I don't have to recall Mr. Newland after the Sheriff Kenny Dick is called, so he can tell us what the policies were at that time. But I can say this line of questioning and recall him later for it, if that would be more amenable to the court.
I don't like see policies and procedures on your witness list.
The witness list or exhibit list, Your Honor?
It's all together, so exhibit list. I think I might have an old one.
There is an amended one, if I may, Your
Do
Honor.
you have one? Does it come in?
Yes.
Amended when? Mine dated March 12th, so if you amended it on Friday, it might be out of date.
March 12th.
I have amended witness list. I don't see Sheriff's Office policy and procedure.
Policies and procedures for Adams County Sheriff's Office.
So that's the, is it all policy procedure manual?
Yes, Your Honor, although we're going to try to tailor it to just what's relevant so we don't have an entire amendment.
Judge, we stipulated to the authenticity of
That comes in.
that document, so I don't think you use the witness to authenticate it.
Keep her going then. That's the last one.
I would note I would need one, I need Mr. Dick to come in and say they were in place at the time, as Mr. Newland can't remember that they were in place at the time.
We might be able to stipulate that.
Sheriff Dick, boy, I can see those campaign yard signs. Wow,
Now, it's not every time you're in public that people yell and scream thief or pedophile, correct?
Correct.
There's quite a few times you can have a peaceful meal with your kids and never have any problems.
Correct.
It's only at certain times this occurs, correct?
Correct.
Yep, you've really moved the job and moved on.
Have you ever been accused before of stealing money from traffic stops?
Yes.
It was not Mr. Foreman that accused you, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Huh.
Have you seen a copy of Mr. Robinson's report?
I may have seen, I don't believe I've seen the whole report. When he first conducted the report, or conducted the investigation, I was provided a copy of the report, or a partial copy.
But you never sent that to Mr. Foreman, did you?
I didn't know.
You would agree if someone called someone a baby killer, that would be an exaggeration?
I'm sorry?
If someone called someone a baby killer, that would be an exaggeration, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Did anyone else think that was one very thick binder this attorney has? No, that's pretty normal. That'd be pretty normal. He's got every single filing pleading. He has them stamped in there. Yeah, that's what you would have for trial. And sometimes you'll have 2 or 3 of those, depending on the case.
Nobody would take that seriously, correct?
I'm sure somebody would.
So when you talk about your reputation, are you talking about your reputation only in Adams County, or are you talking about it in the whole world?
My reputation in general. Adams
And what-
County and the county, the entire world.
The entire world. So you care what people think about you in Australia?
When it affects me and my job, yes.
How does Australia affect your job?
I'm not saying that it does. I'm just using it as a generalization. If it affects me and my personal life and my job.
That's the point. It does not affect you. People all over the world does not affect you. You are not that well known. Okay, you're not this world renowned anything. You are a sheriff that didn't do his job correctly. That's it.
Yes, it matters to me.
Oh, it matters to you. Ooh.
Now, you're claiming that by being called a thief, you were painted in a false light.
Yes,
And what exactly does that mean?
that I was being painted in a false light.
You've been accused of stealing from traffic stops before.
So being accused of stealing in traffic stops before was when money was seized and forfeited by the courts and no longer returned, and I was unquote, quote unquote, called a thief. Never to this extent.
Okay.
Never to this broad,
But you would agree there is some similarity here. Money was seized here, too.
correct.
Weird how that works. And it's still playing. They it looks like they edited part of this out. And what we'll do, it's a tug raid. Welcome. Almost Boomer Craft. Welcome. Let me get to the next one, because like I said, we're zipping through this tonight. And man, crooked cops hate when they get confronted, when they get called out for being crooked. They really hate it whenever they're called out for being crooked. That makes them so angry. That makes him very, very angry. And he's a very angry little man. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Welcome in, Tug Raiders. Come on in. Enjoy it. We're taking our time tonight. I knew this was going to be a long one. We're going to be going over this one. And we're going to go over a portion of the next one. But I'm going to probably cover this for the next couple of days. And I'm just doing speed run through it. It is absolutely crazy. I actually managed to catch a little bit of this earlier today while I was working. I had it going on in the background. Oh, it gets spicier. Oh my God, does it get so much spicier? Oh, and by the way, guys, I want to throw this out there again, because it's really important that you guys do this, because you got to remember, if we got some Tug Raiders in here, I'm going to post this, and I want you guys to see this right here. If you see that link right there, that was written by the wonderful, wonderful Megan Fox. Okay. She wrote it in PJ Media. And I'm going to give that some time to, people hit that thing, comment on it, give it some love, spread it around. Let Megan Fox know that she's still relevant in this world. We love Megan Fox. She is still very relevant. But go check it out, and I will tell you, it's going to be really cool, because we will end up reading this probably whenever it gets a little bit closer. Yeah, clickety click on that link. Make sure that you read it. Make sure that you send it out and share it with people. Show it some love. It's good stuff, and that's what we like here. We like good stuff, and I would highly suggest you read it. It's good. I can't say that enough. It's good. Good job, Megan Fox. We love the Megan Fox here. All right, let's go back to this.
Times as a law enforcement officer, did any of those cause you to quit your job and find a job in another place?
No.
You said, I think, that some officers in Norwood posted.
I love it. Megan is close to trending #1. I love it. As she should be. She deserves every bit of that. Send it out there. Throw it up. Make it happen. Give her the gratuitous love that she needs. Well, Megan Fox is trending. Going to have to twist the shorts of a certain group of people, I think.
Was a picture of AFROMAN, of Mr. Foreman, on your computer?
Yes.
Did they post a picture of the accusation that you're a pedophile?
No.
Today is your birthday. Let's get past this, Lisa, and then we'll play it, because I don't want to play it right in the middle of this portion of it. We will get to your birthday. We will get to your birthday.
As a public official, you're subject to scrutiny, I believe was Mr. Osborne's question, and you agree with that, correct? You're subject to scrutiny.
Yes.
And when you became a police officer, did you think you were signing up for being called a pedophile and having to lose your job?
No.
Do you think do you think being called a pedophile is just
He didn't lose his job. He left his job and went elsewhere for more pay.
an exaggeration?
No, I don't.
You got to ask a question about your emotions and whether or not you've seen a doctor, and I believe you said you haven't.
No.
Can you tell us anything about the atmosphere in law enforcement circles that, as you've experienced it, and the attitude toward therapy and emotions and that sort of thing?
No.
Really? Really? You're going to go there? You really got to go there. Shizzy will sing you a great birthday song soon. Yeah, we're past that particular portion of it, because now he's talking about therapy, and I think that you probably need a little bit of that therapy. So why don't we just make that happen for you? We'll just make that happen. I think that's what we can do. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Make sure we delete that out of there. And here we go. Yeah, this I think this is right. I think this is it.
Joyful time, it's your special day. Gather round, we're here to say happy birthday, happy birthday. You're the shining star, let's celebrate you no matter where we are. Tequila and margaritas, party through the night. Cake and candles, the mood is just right. As the candles flicker, make a loving toast to the one we adore the most.
Happy birthday very much. And definitely, Lisa Bradley, congratulations. You made it all the way around the sun one more time, and you're going to do many, many more. That's what we look forward to, those many trips around the sun. Ah, yes. This lawyer is the reason people don't like them. He lies to jury. The cop quit, moved on. He didn't lose his job unless there's something underlying that we haven't seen. Yeah, he didn't lose his job at all. It was pretty straightforward that he left. Maybe it was the pressure. Maybe it was the community. Couldn't be trusted in that community anymore. He lost the community's trust, whatever it might be. But, guess what? He got another job making more money. 65 trips. Youngster, I love it. Happy birthday.
There's a stigma when seeking medical help or seeing a doctor or taking therapy. You just expected to take it and move on, and it's all fun and games, kind of like,
You'll take it over and over and over and over to move on. Yeah. So, yeah, what hurt his little psycho butt rant? Is he on? Oh, yeah.
And posting that picture on my computer, I didn't find it funny at all, but they did. Like, it's just that stigma, around law enforcement in general.
So you've been dealing with this by yourself, as you say, without medical help?
Yes.
Those are all my questions, Judge. Thank you.
Well, that's on him.
Just a few more questions, Brian. You would agree that there was mistakes made during the search and counting the money and everything, correct?
Yes.
So it was not done perfectly, correct?
Correct.
You mentioned that as an officer, you're supposed to take it and move on. Is that part of having a thick skin as a police officer?
I guess you could work that way, yeah.
Is it correct to say that the officers at Norwood found it funny, but you didn't?
Correct.
So some people find things funny that you don't find funny?
Yes.
Wow. Huh. Thank you, Rob. Hey,
Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness at this time.
Go step down.
So nice.
We got, it's gonna take me 30 or 40 minutes to clean up.
Our next witness, Judge, is Lieutenant Lisa Phillips.
Can you get through your direct by 4:15 or 4:30?
That may be difficult.
Can you give me somebody you can get through?
I think I can get through my direct, Judge.
That's the goal. Yeah, thank you. Let's go.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? As this, you shall answer unto God.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You be seated.
Whoa. Oh, okay. Oh boy. I'm going to hold my comment for right now.
Go ahead, Mr. Fenway.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you introduce yourself to the jury, please?
Lisa Phillips.
And Lisa.
Do look like a lady.
So, where do you live?
Adams County.
How long have you lived in Adams County?
At least 24 years or so.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a deputy sheriff.
When did you start your career in law enforcement?
2001.
I'm I'm not much for a loss of words, but damn. Damn. She's a little gruff. I've been working for the sheriff's office for many, many years.
And what were you doing at that time?
I graduated high school in 2000 and went to the police academy.
Did you go as a man or a woman? I'm really curious. I've got to slow this down because I think that does it more justice.
Well, what academy did you go to?
Greenfield Police Academy in Hillsborough.
And how long have you known you wanted to be a police officer?
Since I was a kid.
Since I was a young boy.
What was your first position then out of the academy?
Part-time at West Virginia Police Department.
And then when did you was your next job a deputy sheriff?
Yes, sir.
When did you start as a deputy sheriff?
September of 2002.
And do you have family here in Adams County?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you have a husband?
Yes, sir.
You have a child?
Yes, sir.
How old is your child?
She's 21.
And did she go to school here in Adams County?
Yes, sir.
Do you have other family in the area?
I got grandma and cousins and family like that.
And did you ever serve as a school resource officer?
Yes, sir, I did.
Tell us about that.
I took the job full-time at the sheriff's office as a school resource officer. Is what I started off as, deputy sheriff, school resource officer. Then was there for the kids, keep the kids safe, out of any kind of danger. I also was there for the kids, as far as, bonding with the kids, and keeping them, as far as like way of life. Just somebody else to be there, Sometimes they need somebody to talk to. I did that quite a bit.
And
there's so many things that I want to say. Dude. I bet every one of those kids is scared of shitless. Shitless. I thought you were saying shirtless. Yeah, if they're shirtless, I would be scared of that too. I can understand she may have a voice like a man, but she looks like a dude. Like I'm looking at this image right here, and it looks like a dude that's plucked his eyebrows and is balding, that's grown long hair. No wonder he's saying this kind of stuff. Just like, so, you know, and are you being misgendered? I guess that's the question. Are you misgendering yourself? I mean,
Did you sometimes greet the kids when they got dropped off at school?
In the morning, I directed traffic at the school.
And did you have occasion to know any of Mr. Foreman's children?
I don't know him by name, but I have let him out of the vehicle before, or not let him out, but greeted him.
I'm sorry, it just looks like a dude. I guess there's a glitch here.
Were you part of the team that executed a warrant on Mr. Foreman's property?
Yes, sir.
And that home was located here in Adams County on Russellville Road?
Yes, sir.
And how did you come to be a part of that warrant team?
I was called in. I wasn't actually working.
You weren't on duty?
No, sir.
And is that part of your job? Even if you're off duty, if you need to be called in for something, you drop everything and go do it?
Yes.
Was Mr. Foreman home during the warrant execution?
No, sir.
Were any of his children present?
Not initially.
Did you see any of his children that night?
In the vehicle with their mother.
Just to clear that up, can you tell us what happened?
Come in the driveway, and I was on the outer post of the house as far as like the perimeter area, and she pulled up with the kids, and I went over and spoke with her, and I told her it probably wouldn't be good for the kids to see us, you know what I mean? So they wouldn't be there to be upset or anything.
Excuse me. Do you know whether the children live there or do they live somewhere else?
They live up the road. I mean, up down the road from there.
With their mother?
Yes.
So then, did they leave, or did the children never went into the house or anything?
No, sir.
Did you take any money that night?
Yes, sir.
I agree.
Sometime after this warrant was executed, did you start becoming aware of things Mr. Foreman was posting about you on the internet?
Yes, sir, I did.
Did you turn it off? Wouldn't that be what you would do? Just curious. Did you turn it off? Man hands, man's shoulders, man's voice, man's
We have some
balding.
exhibits that we want to show you. Do you have them lined? Do you have them lined up, Natalie?
I have them pulled up.
Okay.
They won't play.
Yeah. Let's go to the first one. Is that the order that we put them in?
I have the order.
Just on, you can use this guy's shoulders. He's got plenty of them.
Which number is this?
This is number 19.
Thank you. So Lisa, we're showing you what we've marked as Exhibit 19. This looks like a post from September 17th, 2022. Was that shortly after the execution of the warrant?
Yes, sir.
Got it right next to the Mona Lisa. Look at that. You should be proud. Adams County Sheriff Lieutenant Monica Lickamlowly's serve and disconnect your home video surveillance system so you won't have proof of the Adams County Sheriff's Department stealing money and other things around your house, even possibly planting false kidnapping evidence. I used to speak to this lady when I dropped my kids off to school. I always wondered why she never spoke back. Just looked at me with the same condescending look. You see in this picture. Spoke to her again at the metal detector at Adams County Courthouse. Her voice was 3 octaves lower than mine. Has anybody in Adams County verified her vajayjay? If you haven't, you should, or she might.
Can we blow it up just a little bit? Okay, down near the bottom of that first paragraph, just go down a little bit more, right there. Has anybody in Adams County verified her vagina?
More female now.
If you haven't, you should, or she might. I'll whoop out something bigger than yours. If this lady is your friend, I wouldn't leave her alone in my house. Or I'll put it this way, if you leave and your video system is messed up, etc., etc. And then down below a little further, my name for this particular officer is Lieutenant Mona Lickamlow Lisa. When did you first see this posting, if you recall?
Shortly after the warrant.
That was over three and a half years ago. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to the next one.
I think we're going to get a video. To serve and disconnect after stealing my money and disconnecting my cameras. Suing me for humiliating
And
her,
you see
giving her
here,
mental stress, ridicule,
it
the
says
loss of her
disconnect
reputation. She
after
doesn't like
stealing
being
my
called
money.
lieutenant.
Sorry.
She loves stealing money,
Zip
disconnecting
20,
cameras of law-abiding,
thank you.
tax-paying citizens.
Is suing me for humiliating her, giving her mental stress, ridicule, and the loss of her reputation. She doesn't like being called Lieutenant Mona Lickamlow Lisa full of shit Phillips, but she loves stealing money and disconnecting cameras of law-abiding, tax-paying citizens. That's March 25th of 2020.
Yeah. Is that tough? Is that tough? You did something you weren't supposed to do, and he keeps bringing this stuff up. Were those cameras disconnected? Was that system damaged? What was the point of taking them down? So that way they could not have evidence of what you did? Oh, cripes, it's a woman. Yeah. Yeah.
23, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Go to the next one. Which number is this?
Number 21, and it's a video.
Damn it. I can't play the video. Licking low. Stop licking that back there. That's your problem. You're always looking shit and you don't know how many asses you lick. You don't even know how many video cameras you've been disconnected.
What number? That was 21?
Yes.
Did you see that video when it was posted?
Yes, sir.
What, you're a fan of Afro Man? He has every right to criticize a public official for busting down his door, taking his money. He has every right to do that.
Let's go to the next one.
Let's see if this is another video. This is off the body cam footage. Hey, man.
Twenty-two.
Okay. Yeah, they disconnected his video camera.
That is number 22.
That's
the
22.
Same, yes.
Same one. All right. Lieutenant Lickumlow Lisa ate my ex-wife just like pizza. Is that what you understood that to say?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to the next one.
God, so that's good lyrics. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Like completely seems life like pizza.
Thing on a different platform. Do you know what? Can you tell what platform that is?
Search YouTube.
And the other one was Instagram. But let's don't play it. Just pull it up. See if we can.
Number 22.
It's
Number
YouTube.
22. Yeah.
There's YouTube.
That's YouTube.
Yes.
I'm just trying to figure out which two platforms. Were they both the same platform?
It's both the same song.
Do you want me to go to the next? Or both of those are both YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And then there's more exhibits of this.
Yes. I don't know why we had two of the same one, but I'm sorry. Let's go.
So, for the record, are we saying that Exhibit 22 and Exhibit 23 are duplicates?
They are not duplicates. They are postings of the same video. One was posted on October 4th, 2022. One was posted on October 23rd, 2022. They were posted on his YouTube account on two separate occasions. One is like that.
Can we clear that up for the record, Your Honor?
Yeah, and this is important because, you know, they're like 22 and 23. It's the same damn song. Oh, they're just on different platforms. It doesn't matter. It's still the same damn song. I mean, my music is on multiple platforms. You know, it's on Apple Tunes. It's on YouTube. It's on TikTok. No, actually, I don't know if they're on TikTok, but I've got it everywhere. I am everywhere. Debbie Baker, thank you so much, love. Look at Debbie Baker with the wonderful, wonderful 5 memberships. And I just noticed that we got one also. She sent a wonderful super chat. Says, "For always watching, just sitting back listening. Love you." Thank you, Debbie Baker. That is so kind of you. And I'm going to send you a shamrock because it is St. Patty's Day. Trucker received a membership. Frodo GT7 received one. Debbie even received one from herself. So she got one for herself too. Excellent. Elfie, the little one, got one. And D. White. Awesome. They say bad things about me. I guess I'm going to tell on you all. Yeah. Thank you, Debbie Baker. Thank you so much. And I'm glad to see that you're just kicking back and relaxing and enjoying, having a good time, having a wonderful time. And what I'm going to do is, let's see if that's right. That's close enough. It's the same song. It doesn't matter what bloody platforms they're on. Geez, like anything made, it's got to be seen to be brought. Simple economics. Yeah. Thank you for the membership. Thank you. And you know what? I think we'll just give you guys a little bit of something to you know, just to keep it real. Yeah, because why not? Why not? This is awesome. Remove from that scene. Yes, and I think it's over here. We'll have to do it from this spot here. We'll do it from here. We'll make it happen.
I was gonna go to trial, but then I got high. I was gonna tell the truth in court, but then I got high. Now I'm sitting at home, broken, fried, blaming the plaintiff for my own lies. Yeah, my whole case died because I got high. 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 I was gonna help my client win, but then I hit the pipe. Said I show up and do my job, but then I hit the pipe. Now I'm emailing threats, paranoid and dumb, saying don't look at me, it's everybody else's bum. I'm puffing devil's lettuce till my brain feels numb. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got fried, because I'm just that guy. Could have been a lawyer, could have been sharp and spree, but I lit that bowl, now I'm high on my own supply. Yeah, I'm losing my life because I got high. I was gonna file my motion right, but then I rolled a J. Said I'd stand up for my claims, but I toked it all away. Now I'm ghosting the court, begging for delay. Told the judge, hey man, I'm just too blazed. Got my fans all praying while I puff and play. Because I got high. Because I got high. You ever meet a lawyer who needs a smoke break every 15 minutes? Can't pick a jury, can't read the rules, but he can sure roll a blunt the size of his ethics. I was gonna tell my followers the truth, but then I hit the bomb. Planned to drop receipts and facts, but the stash was way too strong. Now I'm pitching GoFundMe's, claiming I'm broke, selling sob stories while I toke and choke, spinning tall tales, what a sorry joke. Because I got high, because I got high, because I can't deny I'm just that grifting guy. Could've touched some grass, but I'd rather lie. Hit the devil's lettuce, now I'm too damn fried. Yeah, my brain cells died. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. I was gonna build my case on facts, but then I sparked that green. Instead I'm on YouTube begging for cash, calling Jeremy mean. Now I'm stuck in a hate group full of clowns, circle jerking screenshots, spinning them rounds, fucking my credibility into the ground. Because I got high. Because I got high. Could've been sober, could've been smart, could've known the law, but nah, I hit that blunt and blame my failure on the other guy. It wasn't the weed though, nah. It was the grift, it was the scam, it was the lies, it was the hate. And just maybe, it was the fact that I ain't worth a damn. Worth a damn. Because I got high. 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 Because I got high.
Yeah. Can't not hear replaces with say it. Thank you. Yeah. Can I hear it? Gets not here. Oh, yeah. We might play some New Zealand commercials later. Hi. Oh my.
I don't know which one was supposed to win.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
You're thinking like I'm thinking. Go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Let's play the next exhibit.
24?
Yes. Exhibit 24.
Okay, so you're playing the same one over and over again. Why you disconnected my camera from the new album, Lemon Pound Cake?
Is that a different date? Or should have the witness testify probably ideally
It's
if we
September
can.
25th of 2022.
Okay, and is that a different, that's a different date from the other two?
Yes.
Thank you. Next exhibit. Number.
Here it is, the final cut. Why are you disconnecting my video camera? Okay. Yeah.
Whoops. Was that a different date?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not up there anymore, is it? Or
It is up there.
okay. Can you tell, Lisa? Sorry.
Yes, sir. It's October 4th of 2022.
Thank you. Different date. Okay.
Yes, I can
Next
tell.
exhibit. Is that it? All right.
Thank you, Kippy.
We have another video. We're ready to do that?
Yes.
He's making music videos.
I'm just assuming I'm going to object.
Yes, you're going to object to
This
this.
is the one I'm going to renew my objection on.
So don't play it, just tell me what it is first. What is this?
This is a video that was posted, I believe, last Friday. Yes.
Your Honor, I will enter an objection on this. The law has changed. As I said, in April of 2025, a new law was passed, an anti-SLAPP law, which would apply to this and therefore would have a completely different standard of evidence, and we would renew our objection to it being admitted or even posted at this point.
Mr. Klingler?
That law does not apply to this video or to this case, Judge.
Yeah, anti-slap law would, yes. Should never have gone to trial. Parody is not a crime nor expression of humor.
Your Honor, that pertains to matters of public, for the press. It also covers artistic expression and stuff. Just to have no analysis is not an answer to the question. But I will renew it.
A really good objection, and I'll be consistent and overrule it. We'll play it, and you might be right, but we'll overrule it as they come.
Oh boy. Finally, anti-slap. Is it going to work? It already taints the jury, though.
Number 26.
If it's music, I'll mute it.
And this is not 26. I apologize, Your Honor.
It's 34.
Sorry, we're out of order because of the way that they.
No, it's okay. 34.
Then for the record, Your Honor, my objection would pertain to Exhibit 34. Record.
Did you see this already, Mr. Osborne?
Your Honor, when they listed it, I did find it and take a look at it. I was never supplied a copy, but I did find a copy on YouTube.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you.
All right, it's music. I can't play it because I don't want to get in trouble for it. Oh, look at that. I love it. I love it. You love me. You love me. It's not her. Oh. That is some Jerry curl. Is that a wig he's got? Oh, it's not even her. Welcome to Welcome to Adams County. This is so bad. Oh, dude. A YouTube video in court? How surprising. Chasing after him. Oh, oh. Dude. That's so bad. Close your eyes, those with sensitive feelings. Arg. Oh, there's the tears. You know, she doesn't even have to watch this. You know, no, she's covering her face so she can make sure that that everybody else can see it. You know, she's covering it. She's making sure that the jury can see that she's sitting there crying. Told you it was going to get traded. I was going to get traded. She's a male Laura Owens. No, it might be disturbing to her. But here's the thing. She does not have to watch this. She does not have to watch this at all. Sorry, at my age, not at all. Shocked by nothing. Just another day. I mean, if she's that upset about it, see, you have to understand that they did him way wrong. And they could have resolved this really easily, but they didn't. Instead, they were just like, yeah, we're not giving him anything. You gotta admit that his videos are hilarious. Yeah, and it goes well with the music. I can't play the music because I don't want to get demonetized for playing AFROMAN'S music, although it is on YouTube, but you know, not doing it. He's washing on a white carpet. Uh-huh. And you know what? He will probably mock her after this court case, too. She could change channels, ignore it, cry me a river, toughen up, sweet cheeks. See, there's one thing that would be malice, okay? If he was emailing it to her. But he's not doing that. He used artistic expression. Yeah, I'll bet AFROMAN'S hitting the charts now. Exactly. He saw something that he didn't like. And instead of punching at them, he made a video about his distaste for them. Even if it's rude, crude, and we don't like it, they are the ones that did him wrong. This is what artists do whenever we get a little upset with something that we can't control. Yeah, we respond like this. They did this to him. Imagine how he feels having his door kicked down, money stolen from him, his reputation being ruined, accusing him of being a criminal, of trafficking drugs and kidnapping. Remember what happened in this? I guess they failed to see how it affected him whatsoever. The place where he lives, the door was kicked down. They went through his house with not a care in the world. But they're the aggrieved ones. Why is the judge litigating from the bench? He has to keep control of his courtroom. And there's certain things that he already ruled on that they can't bring in. And this is his only recourse. Exactly. Mm-hmm. You know, and whenever I say this, you remember how angry they got and how angry they get over being called paint chips and Fleesa. But we have a new name for Fleesa. The name Fleesa is gone, so she can be happy. I want to thank the redhead for this. I have to thank the redhead for this. Her new name is Mutton Flop. Mutton Flop. Just so you guys know. If I'm talking about Mutton Flop, you know who Mutton Flop is? Mutton Flop is a lonely little creature. Just an absolute lonely little creature. Do you want to see a picture of Mutton Flop? I'll show you a picture of Mutton Flop after this. I'm muted because it's still playing music. So sad. So sad. And of course, they'll play the whole song. Oh my God, Mutton Flop? Yes, Mutton Flop. See? Mutton Flop. There's Mutton Flop right there. You see Mutton Flop? That's Mutton Flop. Mutton Flop for the sheeples. For the sheeples. I've got you, Mutton Flop. Oh, yes. Yes. Even her mannerisms are manly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I keep muting it because I don't want to have the music get me in trouble or the video for it. I don't think it will, but
You call the guy. You're asking you. How do you like that? You like a people or a guy asking each other time? Of us alien have me on the page. Obviously, I've never said to you that child. I want to talk about that, yeah. They didn't make money off. They should decide she had to put about it in my penis. I was on my way to work one morning. Our companion was stop the stop sign. I get hollered, Lieutenant, look low, lose the door. No one calls, or even after work, get a holler from Lieutenant, look low, Lisa Phillips, pussy lady.
she doesn't seem to be crying over it right there. Doesn't seem to be crying. Oh, only whenever she's in court, she's crying over it. I think I heard the song is like 13 minutes long. Are they going to play all 13 minutes of it? All right. Lisa, I'm sorry I didn't know it hurt you like that.
I didn't know it hurt you like that. You're kind of intimidated. I know you. I'm sorry. I mean, you got raided my house. You knocked down my door. I was upset. I would never shoot you, or I would never try to punch you. I thought I'd crack some musical jokes, and I didn't know they hurt you that bad. I'm sorry. I think you had a nice little I'm sorry. I was just having fun with the bad situation. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Oh, man, Jesus. Hang on, let's take a little break, everybody.
Yeah, see, he's saying he's sorry. Doesn't look like a she either. Hey, he's saying I'm sorry. I didn't know you were a biological lady. That's what he was saying. Afro Man, when the hell did you get old? Do they ever start talking again? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's going, yeah, this is pretty good song. 13-minute song. It's just music right now. So I'm having to keep you. That would be a nope. Wait a minute. What the?
Oh, this. I did a show one night, and this girl said, hey, I'm from there. I want to give you some Zuskies.
Ooh, he ain't that old. No, he's not that old, but you know, he's getting up there in age. I'm editing it because I don't want to get in trouble for the music. Oh. The music is what'll get you. The music's gonna get you. The music's gonna get you. And I'm forwarding it through. Ah, this is a long song. Okay. Okay. Let's see.
That it?
I'll give you 15 minutes tomorrow to start. We're done. She's still under duress. You're directed not to coach her testimony. You can talk about other matters, but not her direction.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
We'll start at 8:15 tomorrow, and you can have your 15 or so then.
Thank you.
Thank you for good work today, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Now we move on to today's. Okay, I have to drive in the morning. The roads are not going to be all that great. Good night. You have some good night, almost boomer. You have a wonderful evening. I noticed a slight flip of the finger. Might have been. It could have been that the judge was just being the judge. You know, well, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, it's 13 minutes of playing the video, and that's what she's upset about. Turn it off. That's all you got to do. You see how I muted the song? You knew that. Guess what? I hadn't watched the video. Weird how that works out, isn't it? Never even saw it. Guess what? It didn't affect me at all. And if it was about me, I would just turn it off. And I guess she's incapable of doing that. Yes, she's absolutely incapable of doing that. And so what we're going to do is, I think this is the right one. Let me double check and make sure this is, because I thought they were starting with her. And it doesn't look like they did on that one. Okay. Is this it here? I want to see if it is. Where did the rest of it go? Now I've got to go searching for it because it doesn't look like I have the rest of her testimony. And that was the beginning. That was the second. That was a third. All right. I thought I had it all. Apparently I don't. And let me see. So this would have been no, no. And that would be, so if he was coming back in, it would have been there. Huh. Maybe it got removed. So I'm not seeing any of her testimony past that. It looks like they never got back to it. There was a slight cut of 2 minutes at the end of one video. Yeah, that's what I saw. Hey, Hippie Witch, good to see you. Be right back. Nicotine hit time. Well, that crying man was crying. Yeah, be careful in the morning. Yeah, be very careful in the morning. And I guess that's really weird, but I don't see where I got this from. I'm not seeing the actual video there. Maybe they put it in a video. That was 1 hour ago. That was today. Looks like they're not. Did I miss it? Well, I don't know. That's really weird. That's really, really weird. But what we're going to do is we're going to pick up where this last one left off. For whatever reason, it didn't show. Oh, that's why. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like that's not going to show. All right. Well, we'll just do it live. What the heck?
Okay. So there is more reasons then than Mr. Foreman that caused you to leave the sheriff's department.
It had to do with the handling of this case.
Can you tell me what fact about you that receding hairline or dipshit refers to, please?
I'm sorry?
What private fact of yours does that refer to?
I mean, there's a picture of me, and let's see here, talking about see.
Was there a super chat I missed? 8:38. It doesn't show like that for me. Did T-Rex tip something? I see Rob Pates, and I'm scrolling down. I'm sure X-rated stuff. Lisa sounds a lot like Larry. I don't know. I don't see what you're talking about. So many questions. No, not seeing anything there. I see Debbie Baker gifted 5 memberships, of course, and I think it's a good time for the song.
Welcome to the shit show.
Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery, cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, balder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. On MG's channel, you mean? I'm not watching MG's channel right now. How can I be watching MG's channel if I'm over here? I can't be. Oh, crazy. Here we go.
I wouldn't trust him with methamphetamine crack ass alone in my house.
So
I find that pretty insulting.
So that statement is what you're suing on.
Well, no. I told you this is one of many.
Well, and that's why we're trying to find.
You keep trying to make it singular.
Oh, it's actions like that because he's allowed to say shit like this. Fucker. On MG's chat. I'm not on MG's chat. I'm watching. Well, the last day of chatting. More surgery tomorrow on your hand. I'm trying to repair what they did in your first surgery. It doesn't work. Another full redo before torn rotator cuffs. Every day. Every day.
I'm telling you, it's not singular, it's plural.
Okay, and so one of them is dipshit, one is receding hairline,
Yep.
and the other is meth heads.
Yes.
Is there any more?
Well, when he's sitting there making accusations against the organization that I, at that time, was working for, destroying community trust, all based off of a lie, that's what ultimately stopped.
What lie is that?
And that's community trust in the Adams County Sheriff's Department, correct?
Yes.
Let's go back to what was Plaintiff's Exhibit 5.
Okay.
I unfortunately don't do technology very well. But this was Plaintiff's Exhibit 5. You said this was referring to you. Where's your picture in this?
I said, you asked me earlier.
Where's your picture?
No. You asked me earlier.
Your Honor, I'd ask the witness to answer the question.
Okay.
You can clarify that there's read.
Okay.
Is your picture in this post?
No.
Is that a picture of your father?
Yes.
So this actually pertains more to your father than you?
Correct.
I'd like to look at
Bowling
what
ball.
was Plaintiff's Exhibit A.
Can you turn a little bit?
Well, here, help me then.
Just turn it slightly. There. Right. Yep. Perfect. Okay.
So there's no Plaintiff's Exhibit A.
Oh, sorry, Plaintiff's Exhibit 1.
Thank you.
So this would have been Plaintiff's Exhibit 1. It says, in court early. Were you at that hearing?
No.
So this is a post about a legitimate hearing that we have in this case.
Right.
But you weren't present there.
No. No, sir.
Do you know if your attorney was present?
I don't know.
Well,
This kind of goes without saying, you're not a judge.
Nope.
You're not.
Exhibit number.
Oh, are you not?
Thank you.
This would be Plaintiff's Exhibit number 6, the one about Roy Gabbard. You're not a judge?
Nope.
You're not Roy Gabbard?
Nope.
huh.
And other than this referring to the Adams County Sheriff's Department, somewhere towards the end, that is the only thing in it that you believe is the plaintiff?
I'm sorry. It kicked on right when you were talking. I couldn't hear you. The AC kicked on.
AC kicked on in the courtroom. Oh, look, bowling ball league t-shirt baldies are us. Nothing wrong with balding, man. Here, if I hold my head just right, it looks like I've got no hair. My head's all shiny like, let's see, and I can eliminate that shine just by turning it a little bit like that, and then guess what? Shine goes away.
Okay. I'm sorry. Poor timing.
This would be Plaintiff's Exhibit number 8. You said you saw this sometime after?
Yeah, it wasn't the day of. It was sometime after. I don't recall.
How long after?
Within a week, I'd say, probably.
But you're not identified in here?
No.
And it just talks about the department in general?
Correct.
It just talks about a guy that hit Mr. Foreman's mailbox?
Correct.
And you didn't hit Mr. Foreman's mailbox?
No.
Okay.
So what is he saying?
Were you ever disciplined because of what happened in the raid?
No.
Were you ever disciplined for anything Mr. Foreman said?
No.
What's his point then? Oh, he said mean things to me.
Other than your voluntary resignation, have you lost any other income?
I've been employed in a year. I've been living off savings. You know, I can't keep gainful employment because I'm You want a VA appointments 5 days a week sometimes.
Well, you said that you went to surgery. When did you go into surgery?
I don't remember that. That's been so long ago. It was
It was a nice time at home. You didn't have
oh my
any
gosh,
duties.
yes.
Was it a long time ago?
I don't recall. I'd say it's been over a year, but the dates I'm sorry, I can't recall it.
So he retired, and now he's bringing a suit against him. Ah.
So, is the allegations of you being a thief come out of the handling of the money during the search of Mr. Foreman's residence?
Yes.
During depositions, I asked you some questions about how money should be counted and
Oh, that is good. I can't pull it up, but this is what the super chat was. It was for $4.99. T-Rex Trucking says, "I've now decided I must make an edit of Shizzy to the song Short People by Randy Newman. I shall post it on my throwaway channel." Just throw me away, T-Rex. Throw me away. Just toss me away. How dare you? How dare you just treat me like a piece of meat? That's good.
catalog as evidence. Can you explain the process to me of how you count and catalog money as evidence?
Yeah, I mean, you, as far as like what the policy is, or because I don't that policy has changed since then, and we had but usually what you do is we have a special type of evidence bag. That evidence bag, it'll have denominations of bills. Okay. On that, you count it and you mark it. You know, I got 3 20s. I have 1 10. You know, you put that money in the bag and seal it up. Does that answer your question?
Well, so you have these evidence bags. You would count out the money. You'd have it recounted. You would then like put a stack of 20s, 10s, 5s, and then down the denomination.
Yeah, it's not counted by the total on the bag. It's counted by each individual bill and the amount of each bill. So you have 3 20s. Mm-hmm. You don't put the total amount of currency. You put the number of bills.
So you
on that type of evidence bag, yes, sir.
Okay. So let me rephrase my question as we were talking at the same time. So if I look at the evidence bag, I can know exactly how many 5s are in it, 10s, 20s, 100s?
Correct.
And the evidence is sealed when it leaves the scene?
Most of the time, yes. But as long as it stays in your care and custody, as long as it's not something, if this was something that had a fingerprint, of course you have to protect that fingerprint until you can get it to a lab. I'm not going to say that every time you leave somewhere something is sealed, because sometimes, I mean, that's an unrealistic expectation. You know, if I got a gun, but I don't have.
No, it's a very realistic expectation that as soon as you put it into a evidence bag, that you mark that evidence bag, and that way it has your signature on it, so there's no chain of custody broken. I'm sorry, I think he's wrong. Oh, it's unrealistic that you put everything and you just break the chain of custody. Oh, do you do this often, Officer Bowling Ball? Do you break the chain of custody often in the sheriff's department? That's really interesting to know. If that's your policy, that you break chain of custody, well, hey, I'm sure that a lot of people that have been arrested on evidence that was brought in would like to know that their chain of custody is being broken on a regular basis.
A gun box to put it in. Well, that's going in the trunk of my car until I get a gun box to put it in. I mean, that's just that's the reality of law enforcement.
But if that gun changed hands by 3 or 4 people, they would all sign the box when they got it to show the chain of evidence.
Correct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So anybody in possession, that must be in the chain of evidence.
Correct.
And that's put on the bag or the box in that case.
Well, there's a little thing right on the front. It'll have an evidence chain right below the denominations. It has an evidence chain.
So if you collect a gun, you would sign first. If I hold it, I'd sign second, and so forth and so forth?
Correct.
Okay. Now, what happens if you don't have these special evidence bags and you just have a clear bag?
Can you tell me where you're going with this, why it matters?
This matters, Your Honor, because there is a question about the policies and procedures, and as I said, Mr. Robinson is going to testify, if he's admitted to testify, about an investigation he did. His investigation is very limited, at least from his report would indicate. He only watched video footage, never interviewed anybody. So one of the things I have to counteract that is the fact that the evidence was not handled correctly. And that is what I'm building here. Mr. Cooley is testifying about the exact way in which you would put that in.
What does that have to do with any issue in this case?
Your Honor, the issue of money is, and missing money is at the very issue of, they say they're being called thieves. They're trying to prove it's not a fact. I'm trying to prove that from the evidence and how things were done, you cannot even make that conclusion.
Do you have to call?
Yeah.
Yes, we do, Judge. He's asking to be here at 1 o'clock.
In one respect, it's your time to spend. I look at this as marginally relevant. But you can spend the time.
Thank you.
Have at it.
Well, and the judge is like, oh, this is marginally relevant. Well, it might be for court, but for this jury, you know, he's saying, listen, if he's calling them a thief, a criminal, if he's angry that his money was stolen, and they're saying our feelings are hurt because he's calling us criminals, and we're not criminals, that's defamation. No, he's making a very valid point here.
If you had a plain evidence bag that did not have the place for 5s and 10s, would you handwrite in that information with a permanent marker?
Yes.
So even if the bag was plain, you could write 10 5s, 2 20s, and such?
You can.
But that's the way it should be done, though, correct?
Well, I'm not going to say that's the way that happens every time. I mean, it's as long as you can protect that evidence to display in court, that's the purpose. You know, I mean, there's a little bit of flexibility in evidence handling based off the situation, but in general, if cash is seized, then yes, you know, you can put the amount. The amount is always going to be on the outside of the bag. Anybody that took exclusive possession of that, yes, they're going to sign that.
Okay.
Except someone didn't sign it. I'm not a lawyer, but I feel like this judge is on the side of the police. So it reminds me of what Judge Bev did to Kay. Read the defense. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's siding with the defense on this because, you know, here's the thing. And this is maybe why he hates him so much. We're going to be finishing up here shortly. And I'll have to go back and I'm going to see if I can't find the second part of her testimony, because that might bring a little bit of relevancy in, because I want to see what he questioned her about. If he actually did, he might have said, I have no questions for Lisa. But yeah, this is really interesting, because what happened is he didn't seal it. You've been around cops all your life. Evidence is null and void if you can't show non-contamination. Oh God, basics of any collection evidence bag is seal it and move on. And that's the thing. The evidence bag was never sealed. There was no seal put on it. He handed it to another officer and said, keep an eye on this. And then he left and went and did something else. That officer never signed off on it. That makes it really highly suspicious. Which means that someone, according to what was listed there, isn't enough. Maybe I'm not understanding this judge. No, the judge has certain aspects that he does not want to waste time on. And part of that is he doesn't want to relitigate anything that would have been part of the criminal case. Criminal case would be them doing something. All he wants to focus on is the defamation. That's where he's trying to narrow these guys down. Is we are only talking about the defamation in this case, not the reasoning behind it.
So And the money's always counted twice, correct?
Correct.
At least twice, correct?
Correct.
Even the officer himself probably counts it twice, correct?
10 times, honestly. Personal choice there, I guess.
First, you would count it though twice, correct?
Yeah, but
Yeah, but I wouldn't steal it.
Did you ever have possession of the money during the search of Mr. Foreman's home?
to be honest with you, I don't recall. I don't believe so, but I don't recall.
Good to see you, Andre.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, the shuffling of papers, man. Well, see, but that's the problem. See, the money isn't an issue here. Okay, what the issue is the money was put into evidence. Okay, they wrote down X amount of dollars, just for example, and I don't know the exact amount. It was somewhere around 4,000. Okay. That exact amount was written on the bag. Then the first guy that we watched, Officer Kermit the Frog had the money, went down with this amount of money, set it down, left it with another officer, and then went back to collect more evidence. Then whenever he came back, he took that bag that was not labeled, it wasn't marked evidence. He took that plastic bag, took it down to the evidence room where he labeled it, packaged it up, gave it to evidence. Evidence held on to it. There was no charges brought against AFROMAN. There was no case brought against him. They dropped all the charges. They went back with that sealed bag and handed it to him. And we'll just say that it said on the outside $4,000. And whenever he got it, he counted it out, and there was $400 short of $4,000. That he was like, where's the rest of the money? Which means if somebody put $4,000 on there, there's 400 missing. They've kicked down his door. They've destroyed his house. They've gone through all of his belongings, all of his house. And he got all the body cam footage off of it, trying to figure out what exactly was going on. And because he's angry, and instead of, he knows that there's not going to be any recourse for it, he's going to monetize it. He's going to talk about it. He's going to make videos about it. He's going to make a song about it. He's going to pour his heart and soul into it because he's been done wrong. And that's why they're upset, is because they didn't like that he made public officials look like the pieces of shit that they are. That's all it's about. They're upset. He's big, bad, mean AFROMAN. He made fun of me. No, what they're seeing is, oh, we can sue this guy because he's got a lot of money and he said mean things about us. Yeah, $5,000 written on the bag, $4,600 returned.
Come in a second. Your Honor, I I have no further questions for Mr. Cooley at this, or Justin Cooley at this time.
Thank you. Upward.
I just follow Mikey's stuff.
If this guy gets up there and starts talking like accountability is a bitch, exactly. If this guy gets up there and goes, "Hi, my name is Mike Easter," I'm gonna be like, man, you took Lisa's voice.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? As this, you shall answer unto God.
I do.
Thank you.
Would you introduce yourself to the jury, please?
Michael Eastep,
And Mr. Eastep, how are you currently employed?
Adams County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you been with the Adams County Sheriff's Office?
Over 24 years.
What's your current position with that office?
Road Patrol Supervisor.
How did you get started in law enforcement?
Through the fire service. Actually, some friends in law enforcement were in the fire service and kind of hung out with them, and that's how I began to take an interest in law enforcement.
You live here in Adams County?
I do.
How long have you been in Adams County?
All my life.
You have family here?
I do.
You married?
Yes.
Children?
Yes.
The children go to school here, did they?
Yes.
You were part of the team that executed the search warrant on Mr. Foreman's home, is that right?
Yes.
Did you steal any money from Mr. Foreman's home?
No.
We've seen, you've been here the whole trial so far, the last day and a half, right?
Yes.
You've seen all the exhibits?
Yes.
You saw the exhibits that were just shown to Justin Cooley?
Yes.
Did the posts that we've been talking about here in this trial have any effect on you?
Yes.
Explain what you mean, please.
People that we deal with and providing services into the community has called us out, called me a thief. We assisted with a search warrant service here with another agency, and the people who was inside the residence looked at us and says, why are they allowed to do what they're doing? And then they look at us and say, well, you done it to AFROMAN, they can get by with it, they can do it to us.
Did you ever receive any calls having to do with this case?
Not directly.
Are you aware of calls that were received by dispatch?
Lots of them.
Tell us about that.
My daughter actually works in the dispatch center, along with all the dispatchers that I'm very familiar with, that I work with as co-workers on a day-to-day basis, called and anything from why did you do this to why did you tear down the door, why don't you pay the guy back, you guys are thieves, and on and on and on.
Your Honor, I'm going to object. It's hearsay. He was not.
It is all hearsay, and you should be objecting to this. It's just like, dude, it's if this is what they're saying, is there any grounds to it? Well, if there's not, then you just continue on with your fucking job. Of course, they would be saying this to you anyway.
There, he did not have the phone calls. He's hearing them actually third hand, the way he's described it. He's hearing them from the idea of from the dispatchers telling him what another person said. So hearsay upon hearsay upon hearsay.
What's the purpose?
The purpose, Judge, is to, my next question was going to be what effect hearing about these calls to dispatch had on Mr. Eastep.
Well, that tough shit. It's all hearsay. Oh.
Wait.
Just for the jury's benefit, if the content of the calls was an important issue, then we wouldn't let it come in. The speaker here would have testified. But the nature of the call and how it affected him is probative, relevant in this case. So the general description of the calls in the context of how it affected him is the reason you're allowed to hear, not the accuracy of the call.
What the ever living F? Judge. He's testifying about how he felt about a call that we haven't even heard the call. Good Lord. I mean, on this around, we'll get back to that later. We'll get back to that later because I'm getting just a little sleepy, and I think I've gone 9, 10, 11, 12. I've gone 3 hours. I think I've gone enough tonight. I think we're going to send all you fine people go over and see the wonderful MG. Give me just a second and I'll get that set up. Go over there and show that man some love. I was hoping to get through all of this tonight, but man, even speed running it, not possible to do. So I'm gonna give me just a second. I'll get this all set up. It doesn't take me but just a little bit to do, and I will send you over there. I'm probably gonna drop in there and mess with him for just like a minute, give him a hard time, because it's fun to do. It's fun to do. So give me just a second. Let me send that up, and I will send you over there, and you'll be watching the same thing that I watched. Looks like. I think. Is that right? No. And yeah, that's right. Here we go. And I will send all you fine people, go over there, CMG, show them some love. And I will catch up with you guys. Wow, it's biased judge, in my opinion. Yeah, it looks pretty damn biased to me, too. Oh, you have a good night, Rosalind, Duke. It's good seeing you. Why? I love that. Oh, that's pretty good, Rosalind, Duke. That's pretty good. Got the afro. Wow. Yeah, pretty damn biased. Always trying to bring the man down, but of course, I will have to show you. I will have to show you Polyflop. Do you guys want to see Polyflop one more time? Mutton Flop. I'm sorry. It's Mutton Flop. Mutton Flop. Right here. Mutton Flop is very lonely. I'm still working on a video for Mutton Flop. Mutton Flop will be the star of my new video of the sheep. Yeah. Mutton Flop will be there. That's Mutton Flop. So you guys have a wonderful night. I will see you tomorrow, and we'll probably get caught up with what happened tomorrow, today. Other than that, you guys have a good night, and I will see you so very much tomorrow. Peace. End. This bad boy. Crazy.
Breaking news or whatever. They're on another one. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, emergency Zoom film at 11. Same 5 goons, same deranged obsession. This changes everything. Bro, it's page 47 of emotion they skin while half watching Yellowstone. Gang, squinting at 8-point font like detectives. Zoom so far and the pixels are screaming for mercy. Look at this, timestamps 2020, 22, my God, but they're yelling it like they just cracked Watergate. High five. Mike's been muted for 20 minutes, still barking. Circular logic, so a lot of time to seem impressive. Trust the plan, this is massive. Nah, fam, it's boilerplate and it's mid at best. Gang, self-appointed outrage, squad patting each other like they personally ended corruption. Dropping bombshell tea that's been sitting in pieces since breakfast. Moral high ground, speed run, they'll flip the script the second it's convenient. Same PowerPoint presentation, new day, same brain dead narration. We're not obsessed, we're just passionate. 3-hour living yesterday's hoodie, passion in my ass. Why is he even breathing right now? Says the guy refreshing notifications every 14 seconds. Gang, playing lawyer on God mode, reading comprehension. Stuck in elementary, confidence in the stratosphere, case dismissed. They're screaming to the void, motion still pending but go off I guess.
Disagree? Obviously a paid shill. Actually read the filing, deep state plan. Laugh at them, you're clearly compromised too. Exist in the same zip code, suspicious behavior, notify the group chat.
Tighter circle, smaller brain. Echo chamber finally running out of oxygen. Gang, yeah. Gang, acting the actual judge like it's group chat. Replay all meltdowns, labeled just asking questions. Got warned by the core once, that was a suggestion. Still yeeted the same dumb screed like it's strictly trash talk. Gang, we're above all this drama. While screenshotting, they on meltdown for content. Preaching peace and love while actively baiting bears. And fake shock when the bear finally bites back. How could this happen? Gang, synchronized tantrum hours. 5 tabs open, all the same screenshot. Different zoom levels, gang, premature victory lap. Over legal language, still can't pause. Standing 10 toes on business until tomorrow's filing, send them scrambling again. Hype the claim to the moon, then ghost the chat when it ages like milk. Gang. Refresh. Gang. See y'all same time tomorrow. Don't be late.